snail trail.
Mm-hmm.
And if there was, I was reading let me try to phrase this.
Wow.
I was,
Good luck. I'm not used to you taking this many false starts. You're back on the blocks again.
I was just reading a very inspirational story about an athlete, a college athlete who's playing college football, and he has no legs.
Mm-hmm.
And they had actually kicked him out of a game because the ref came over and said, you don't have shoes on. Yeah. And, of course, the guy doesn't have legs.
Yeah,
but he plays the defensive line. And they had pictures of him in this magazine I was reading showing how he's able. I'm sure you've seen people like this, and they're amazing.
Yeah,
they're a testament to the human spirit.
Very strong arm.
And I was thinking that I'm waiting for the first woman like that to call because
then it
she'd
really
have a hell of a snail trail for Buzz. That's what I was thinking, actually.
And I, by the way, have no problem with that.
Rob just told me the name of the team that he played for.
What?
Arm-E.
Hello. Don and Mike show. Hey, listen, that's not funny.
Right.
Thank God he's got. Thank God he's got for his money. Leg Mason.
Wow. Well, that's cool. That's good. That's the old great minds thing you like. I didn't even know. I had it. I was going to say he works as a financial analyst.
Yeah, well, too late.
Yeah.
Had it.
Damn it.
Hello, Don and Mike. Got to get a leg up on the competition, Mike. Hello. You got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
He was such a cute little kid when he used to play with Legos.
Hello.
Hey, I thought with Joe being gone, BA would answer, so never mind. Bye.
Oh,
just calling a private call for Beth.
He is a hell of a football player, though. He's the bee's knees.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hi, Don and Mike. Happy birthday, Buzz.
Thank you, sir.
Nothing but love for you, Buzz.
Thank you.
And understand me, I'm not a player hater. You're a great player. I just hate it.
I understand.
And I don't hate it. No, I love it. Happy birthday, Buzz.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I can't really. I mean, you say there are people that do that all the time. I can't think of any other. Is he on the college level?
What, with no legs?
Yeah. Is he on the college? Does he play on the college level? I was trying to think of any other players. I'm stumped.
Look, Don and Mike show.
Don and Mike, my brothers.
Hi there.
Buzz,
Yes.
you are the man.
Thank you.
Have you received my shipment yet?
No, I haven't, but I'll be waiting.
There's a white unicorn on its way.
All right.
Love you.
Take care.
Bye.
A white unicorn. What is that? What homoerotic gift is that?
Or is that perhaps some of your druggy talk?
Let's just say it's code.
It's code.
Yeah.
The white unicorn.
Well, either way, Buzz, seriously, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Don't you remember a few months ago someone described pursuing a certain sexual activity as the chase for the white unicorn?
Oh, I gotcha. Well, listen,
I don't know how you could put that in a box, though.
Bottle, maybe. Porn first.
Buzz, all kidding aside, and really, do you see every phone?
I see some phones are ringing, yes.
Do you see all of these over here?
Oh, yeah.
All of these?
Look at that. That can't be for me.
That's like the Christmas tree in front of Rockefeller Center.
That can't be for me. It's impossible.
Of course they're for you. You're the one people like, for goodness sakes. They like you, then they like Mike.
I thought I'd alienated.
Then they like Rob. Then they like me. Thank God we have Joe.
Yeah.
Somebody that people can hate more than me. Hello.
And that's why you love Joe.
Hey,
That's right.
happy birthday, Buzz. I want to send a little birthday wishes to you.
Well, thank you.
La, 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 la. Da-da-da-da. Said it's your birthday. Da-da-da-da-da. Happy birthday to you. Da-da-da-da-da. Happy birthday to you.
Very nice.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Very nice. Thank you, sir.
There you go. That
Thank you.
would be the sound of Buzz applauding for
That
you.
was disgusting.
Hey, dog.
Yeah, shut up. Don and Mike show. Hello.
Don and Mike, brothers.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? And happy birthday, Brother Buzz.
Thank you, sir.
go.
Oh, man, I hope you have a good birthday and get you one of them dirty Sanchez's.
Yes. There you
Well,
go.
or something equally
All right.
fun.
Man, all the sinful erotic activities are
See?
being listed today.
Not only do they love him, but they want him to go out and swing and do whatever it is that he does. It is Taiwanese baskets and his upside down sex keg stands that he does.
What do they want you to do?
They want me to die.
No, that's not true.
They want me to die of acid reflux.
No one wants that.
I want a tragic acid reflux. You turn on the news. Tragic story last night. I know many of you would be very happy, though. All of that acid in his stomach finally killed the bastard. Yeah, and guess what? There wasn't even anything good on TV when he died. He died unhappy. He died watching The 10 o'clock. Or even worse, he died watching Will and Grace.
Oh, my.
And I know what they want me to do.
What?
DMTD.
What's that?
Drink myself to death.
No one wants that.
Oh,
either.
come on. You know that's what
No,
they want.
no,
Of
you
course
don't.
that's what they want.
No.
You're right. No, with me, it would either be, seriously, those who wish that on me, I'm sure it would be some sort of throat cancer. That's what they would wish. And on you, probably you're right, like liver failure.
Yeah, but happy liver. I mean, really, where I would be somewhere going, oh, you're right. Thump.
Well, no one wants you dead, but they would want you happy.
Well, I'm not happy today because the spotlight's shining on someone besides me.
Well, it doesn't have to.
Catch
really.
what I'm saying.
Just another day.
No,
really.
I've got to do this. I've got to pretend like I'm a team player. I've got to pretend like I'm happy it's your birthday.
Did I tell you about my photo shoot today?
Shut up.
I think I've told him about 8 times.
Yes, I know.
What's different about me? Look at me. Please,
Well-
look at me right now. Look at me. See if you can tell. Besides the obvious.
What, that you colored your beard again?
Now, that's the obvious. That's the obvious part.
That you look like you're about to tell me there are no more late fees at Blockbuster?
No.
It's the outfit he has on. No, what? Oh, did you have your teeth whitened?
No.
What?
I'm wearing makeup. I wish you'd noticed. That's how good she was.
He's giddy. He's positively giddy about it.
Look, can you see the powder foundation?
I see no shine.
Shut up.
You are shine free, my friend.
Well, you don't share in my petty jealousy about Buzz because you were off in your own world today, getting your picture taken and wearing expensive cosmetics and having your face done and going to get the Red Door Salon and Elizabeth whatever her name is.
Arden.
Yeah. Thank God your life is miserable.
Well, you know what? I'm the only one that had medical adhesive tape.
You want to start that one again?
Yes, I do. I'm the only one in the room that's had medical adhesive tape shoved down their bathroom sink today. Half a roll.
That's true.
Wow.
That's his boy.
You're very strong.
That's his boy. Coming off his strong performance yesterday of ripping up his sister's comic book and flushing it down the toilet.
Oh,
Yeah,
my.
he loves plumbing.
He is strong.
Yeah, but he doesn't care that it's Buzz's birthday.
Oh, not at all.
Not
There
at all.
you go. That's right. Buzz,
You trained him well.
now, let's see if I can actually say this and people believe this. Really happy birthday.
Yes, thank you.
You're a very important part of this show.
Happy birthday, boss. Thank you.
And we love having you on the show. Now, come on.
I said it.
I
I said happy birthday.
You don't have to make him.
Now, so we're going to pretend like we mean it.
All right. Happy birthday, Buzz.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, that was kind of Napoleon Dynamite-y.
Happy birthday, Buzz. God, idiot.
Shut up.
Happy birthday, Buzz.
Thank you.
That's Mike.
That was as good as I can do.
You know what?
Happy birthday, Buzz.
You know what that is? That's like when you sign an email, all my very best.
That's right.
That's, all my very best, which is really like, F you long and hard.
Or like Michael Chiklis signed his autograph, best. Which is in my humble opinion, the worst. I'm too busy for the all and the.
Just best.
Best.
Or
Happy.
even
What's that?
wishes. Best wishes would have done.
Just not to be confused with the greatest autograph ever signed from my partner at the Easter egg roll, Joe Blow.
Well, that's back when, now we're going way back in history.
Yeah, but it's still funny. I still tell people about that.
That when we actually got in, I know we've done some talking here in the last couple of days about how we're the ugly stepchildren of this company.
No, there's no doubt. And you haven't been contacted by anybody, right? Here at the
Nope.
after these 2 shows of continuous screaming about our state here.
Yes. Because I recall that's how we spent all 4 hours yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yelling
whole
about
show.
the entire show.
We kept it entertaining.
I haven't
Commercial
heard
breaks.
anything. Long ago, we would be invited down to the White House for the annual Easter egg roll. And they would have you sign these wooden Easter eggs, and then the little kids would go look for them. And they had football players and astronauts, and then they had, stupid me and Mike. And at one point, with a Sharpie real big, I just started writing on these eggs. Joe Blow.
Don hipped me to the fact, it took me, I was deluded a little longer, that these kids that were down and these adults that were at this Easter egg roll getting autographs from all of us sitting at this big long table, they didn't know who anybody was, and they didn't care.
Not even the football players, the astronauts. They did not care. It was an assembly line. You were just one of the things in the way of them getting to the candy that they wanted.
And he was to my left. And imagine my joy when the first egg got in front of me and I see that Don had signed it, Joe Blow, and continued to do that. Strangely enough, we were not invited the following year.
That wasn't it, though.
No.
I'm sure that wasn't
What
it.
do you think it was?
You want the truth?
Yeah.
Although I don't think this is the case, I am pretty sure it's because at one point, I don't know about you, I think maybe you may have done the same. I just kind of did that thing where I wanted to walk around a little bit, and I've always worked under the assumption that if you act like you belong, that no one will question you. But I found out that at the White House, that's quite different.
Yeah. Yes, due to the cameras.
You know, that you can't like walk, you can't undo the velvet rope and walk behind it and just say, I'm from the morning zoo.
Exactly.
You know,
unless you're from the Philippines, then that's different.
Yeah, then
there
you
go.
Steal the secrets.
See, even on your birthday. That's why I love even on your birthday, you got to pound our president.
Let a kid celebrate.
Keep your eyes on the prize.
That's right.
Happy birthday, Buzz, seriously.
Thank you.
And now we're ready for his gift.
Me too.
Buzz, no, working with you, well, the good has outweighed the bad.
I think so.
There you go.
Ultimately.
That's what I would like to say.
That's pretty strong.
The good has outweighed the bad.
Yeah.
Buzz, I think you're really kind of thoughtful.
Thank you. And I think you are, too.
No, come on. You know, especially today, you know.
No.
A great holiday tradition. Mike forgot Buzz's birthday.
Well, not forgot. I mean, you guys mentioned it when I was in the office, so I go into my fire drill mode, but this may have been although the gift was good.
Yes, my favorite.
The actual effort put forward may have been.
What was the gift? Cash?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a good gift.
Yeah.
And what you did
that may have been the most minimal effort that I've ever put
You took
forward.
one of our very old publicity pictures and just with your hands, you ripped out your face.
And yet I've turned it into a collage that I will cherish forever.
Read the card that I bought for you.
It's to Michael J. and it says Happy B-Day from a thoughtless secret admirer. And then there's a little smiley face and then an actual photograph of radio personality Mike O'Mara.
You care desperately, Mike.
I try.
Listen, you care, I care. God knows these listeners care.
Jesus. But seriously, when he opened up the envelope, the most important thing was not the note or anything. It was the $10,000.
Thanks
Hello.
for that.
Don and Mike.
That's going to come in handy.
Don and Mike show. Hello.
Spending it all on
Buzz?
strippers. Yes.
To be your gift,
That's a gift you can't give.
I had to delete that out. You can say you're a Roman slave with a ding-dong.
Right.
But you can't say you're a Roman slave with a big...
something.
I believe that role was played by Gregory Hines.
Yeah.
Really?
In the history of the world.
Really. I mean, you could say you've got a nice... I mean, you could say... did you want to have a homoerotic Roman-type call, like a Troy call with Buzz?
Well, I've had to use a prosthesis, but other than that, absolutely.
A prosthesis for what?
Yeah, I'm not as big as that.
So you're faking it. Well, then it doesn't matter. Then you don't count.
I'm just trying to please Buzz.
Would you like to discuss the movie Boogie Nights with him? I know that's one of his favorites. Talking about fake ones. I hear Marky Marks was fake, right?
That's what I
Dirk Diggler.
That's right.
I don't know why I remember that.
I've got a diamond, though.
A diamond?
Stud.
Is it in your rough?
Yeah.
It'd be a diamond in the rough.
Wow.
Industrial diamond. It drills well.
It's the breathing that's starting to gross me out.
I know, but listen, even with the creepy people, they all love him.
Especially the
He's like the shepherd, isn't he really?
He is cool. He really is cool.
Look at that.
Thank you.
You're really getting into this phone call, aren't you?
But you can hang up on me.
Yeah, but why should we when you're so close to the finish line?
Buzz, my man.
That's what I'm saying, son. That's what I'm saying.
You telling me that this story's going to have a happy ending?
I think it just did.
I think maybe it just did.
Okay. Oh, God.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
He's been deleted.
That call is spent.
Buzz?
Yes.
Seriously, happy birthday. And
Thank
now to help celebrate your birthday, we have some lovely ladies.
Wonderful.
We're coming in today, and keeping in mind that we have the tight ass rules. These girls do have tight asses. We are going to allow them to perform the normal birthday treat and surprises for you, and it will be up to Mike and I to be the Vin Scullys. For those of you who don't know who Vin Scully is, we'll be the John Maddens, the Al Michaelses, if you will.
These girls came to play.
It'll be our incredible perceptive skills describing the I don't want to call them the disturbing acts that will be going on, but the
wonderful entertainment,
only mildly disturbing.
The wonderful dancing.
Yes, exactly. Dancing, that's what'll happen.
Well, where are they going to do it? Over in his room?
I'm not really sure.
It's pretty confined in here with a lot of sharp corners and edges.
You would rather have it done in here, Buzz?
I don't know. I just don't want anyone to be.
Well, let me move to another chair.
Let me call UA McBride. Oh, I'm sorry, US. I say UA McBride.
Hello?
I'm sorry. I've got the biggest brain fart today.
Hello?
I'm like constipated with the brain fart. Hey, are the girls ready?
Well, there's good news and bad news.
What's that, dear?
The good news is Mercedes is here.
Yeah?
The bad news is Angel has not arrived.
Well, that's all right. We'll take the German chick.
Okay, she's cute. Really pretty.
Mercedes.
Now, is she to go in the studio or go right to Buzz?
How about come in the studio? Because Mike has already moved his microphone off to the side.
I'm already cowering in the corner.
Okay.
With a proper vantage point.
Okay, and we'll be in and I'll have a cake.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the cake.
We won't be needing the cake.
Yes, the cake doesn't go with Mercedes.
That's kind of secondary now, isn't it? Buzz's birthday, incidentally.
The 65th annual celebration of the birth of talented radio newsman and noted baritone, Michael Sean Patrick Elston.
Yes. Buzz's entertainment is brought to us by Amazing Entertainment. Bachelor, bachelorette, birthdays, farewells, private viewings, or just for fun. D.C., Maryland, Virginia. It's AmazingEntertainment.com. Hi there, Mercedes.
Hi, Mercedes.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi there.
I like Mercedes. She's dressed like in real street clothes, which is kind of neat. You know, she's not wearing like a kitty cat outfit or anything like that.
And this is Buzz.
Hello.
He's 58 today.
Nice to meet you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And really, anything you want to do on him. Anything you want to do.
On him.
Go ahead.
I better go get my bags of tricks.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. There is no orifice that Buzz is not a friend of.
Oh, that's something you guys can talk about later.
Whether it be you or him, he's wide open.
Now, normally you work with a partner?
Sometimes.
And she's tardy today? She's late for the show?
Traffic,
yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
okay, somebody spits on the road and the traffic goes to nothing. But Mercedes, it's going to be on you to make Buzz happy, doing whatever it is that you do on birthday celebrations.
Do you need to get your satchel, Mercedes?
I need a belt.
A belt.
Yeah. Would you mind if I took mine off, and would you use mine?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
The thing is, as the belt comes off, your pants will mysteriously fall to the floor.
Knock yourself out. That's, I believe it's a 98% plastic belt I just gave you. And it's my white belt that matches my white shoes.
That is a lovely belt.
Because, I've always wanted to live in Tampa Bay.
You didn't wear the one you normally wear, the one with the 3 holes in every prong. You know what I mean? The biker belt. All right. What are you getting Buzz to do here? Slide that microphone over there, Mercedes, so we can hear what's going on here. There we go.
Now Buzz is on his knees. What are you doing with him over
Well, first of all, he's going to bark at my kitty cat.
Oh, okay. He's
my kitty cat. What is that, a kitty cat? No, I need a big dog.
Wow.
Right? Oh, no.
Wow.
You do better than that. That wasn't good enough, was it?
No, Buzz, really.
All right, let's see how good you do with this part.
Wow.
Oh, now.
Buzz is getting into the role here. Wow. Oh, no, we didn't need that.
Jesus,
Buzz.
That was volunteered.
Lucky Spanx today just because it's your birthday.
All right.
So get up and arch your back, baby.
Okay. Get up and arch your back, yeah.
I'm going to show you how you do it.
All right.
Okay.
Now there's some rubbies, some touchy. Oh, and now look at this. Buzz is the one who's got the skin exposed.
I'm already sensing Mercedes is a true professional. She's doing a fine job.
She's really whacking it.
This is quality entertainment here.
There you go.
Thank you. May I have another?
Absolutely. Let me take your wallet.
Take my wallet.
Because Buzz is presenting himself right now.
Try and keep the wallet.
Buzz is presenting himself a way that an animal presents himself to another animal.
Take his code card to get in the building.
There you go. Wow.
His bottle of nitro pills.
I kind of like that, Mercedes.
Not in a room.
Wow.
Okay, give him as hard as you can with limited room. Really, she's really spanking his ass with my belt.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Mercedes, I mean,
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Rub the boo-boo. Rub the boo-boo.
My goodness.
Make it feel better. Oh.
She is totally, and what's that, Mercedes? How old are you, Buzz?
65.
65.
She just said to him, "Are you really 58?"
Got a lot more to go.
Uh-huh. Oh, more spankings? Oh.
More spanking.
Right, yeah.
Right. What are you up to, Mercedes? With
Like two.
Okay, here we go. Now, and that last one you gave him really was outstanding.
Yeah.
So as much snap as you can get.
Okay, so we're at number 2. 3. Oh, God. Wow.
I'm not kidding. Now, Buzz, does that hurt?
Not really.
Oh, no. You said
Not as much as I was hoping.
Oh, dear. Wait a minute. She's reaching around.
Uh-oh.
I believe.
Now, hold on.
No.
She's going to pull down his pants.
No.
Oh, we have to see Buzz's black underpants. Jesus. Okay, now on his black underpants.
Wow.
Now it's going to
Shift
hurt.
that way.
Oh,
Here we
dear.
go. That's right.
See that?
Ow, that one hurt.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad, he
You
said.
know what he said? That
All right.
means he wants another one,
All right, that's
Mercedes.
4, 5,
Come on, one more.
6.
There you go.
All right.
She's really smacking his ass.
Okay, you're good.
You're good. Oh,
Buzz, listen.
oh dear.
What are those, biking shorts you have on? What the hell is it? Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
It's a dance skin.
Boxer briefs.
Thank you for that belt.
It's a onesie. It's a leotard.
Thank you for the belt.
Why are you smelling that? It hasn't been in anything but Mercedes' hands, but it's been all over his butt.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
I'm kidding, of course.
Wow.
Now, Mercedes, that was wonderful.
That was a wonderful first phase of the entertainment.
But do we move on to another phase now?
What's phase 2? What do we do now? Oh, she's quiet. She's being coy. She's being very coy. Now she's staring at Buzz, looking around the room like she's thinking, noodling it through.
What are you up for?
You're the professional.
What are you up
Dance,
for,
monkey, dance.
Wow.
I'm beginning to think this could be the 4-hour show today.
What did Buzz say? Dance, monkey, dance.
Wow.
Would you dance? Would you? Oh,
Now she's sitting on his
in
lap.
Buzz's lap.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need some music to get
Absolutely.
you in the mood?
Give me some music. Let's
Some
go.
music.
Not that. Not
What was Rob going to play?
We got our porno music.
No, and no Herb Alpert either.
Why'd you get something? Why'd you get that Beyonce song?
All right.
Never mind. You'll never find that.
Okay, this is the rules.
Oh, watch out, Mercedes. Can't say that on the radio.
You can say
I'm so
boobies.
sorry.
You can say boobies.
The
Right.
bum.
The bum and the boobies. Can you hear the music, Mercedes? You're waiting for the music,
Yeah,
right?
hold on. I'm trying to find a decent song.
We'll put something decent on. Meanwhile, the candles are burning into the cake.
You gonna make a wish?
Yes.
I think he already
A
has.
wish?
Do you want to blow out your candles, Buzz?
Sure.
While Don's finding the music? Actually, he doesn't want to move.
No, not really.
Neither one of you
Nor
moved.
can he.
Did you two take the same narcotic today or what? They're both sitting here frozen.
Well, I think Buzz.
Guys, you're supposed to be a little more prepared.
Okay, well, I think Buzz is afraid to stand up.
Here, I'll bring the cake over to Buzz so he can blow out the candles. All right? Here we go.
I'm trying to find anything that
Make a wish.
Oh, here, I like Janet.
Oh, he blew out the candles.
Going to
Yay.
come true.
There you go. All right, put some naked Janet on.
Wonderful.
Robbie, cut number 3.
Meanwhile, Mercedes is still bouncing in Buzz's lap. I
She's
just
still
wanted to
sitting
share
in
that
his
with our
lap.
listening audience.
And that's okay.
And we were going through some of the rules before. Now, is this all right, Mercedes?
Yeah, it's fine.
Janet,
It works.
what the hell? Who cares? Okay. Well, Rob is taking a picture. Now Mercedes is leaning back into Buzz.
Wait, it's just like it, okay?
Oh, and now Buzz's hands are...
Touch me. I said you touch me.
Oh, now she...
Wow.
There's some sort of straddle action happening here.
She's taking complete control, which is
Straddle-matic.
wonderful. Oh, my.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now Don, you always talk about the fire being put out?
Yes.
She's putting the fire out right now.
Uh-oh. Mercedes, that's...
Oh, uh-oh. Be careful.
No. You be careful.
Watch out for that nail.
Oh, my God. Jesus
we didn't
Christ.
have a terrible, I thought we were going to have a CSI moment there for a second.
Mercedes actually was climbing up on top of the chair, almost as if she was going to change one of the light fixtures.
She's extremely limber and cat-like.
And Buzz's face was in the way. That's all I can say.
Look at you. Your face is all red.
Oh, his face is already. He's blushing.
That's the medication.
The medication.
Oh, and then,
wow.
There you go. And that's right. Rock. That's a good boy.
Don't you think, Don, that Buzz has always been the most willing participant in these little reindeer games?
Jesus Christ. I mean, all I know is that there really has not even been any nudity here, but how many times have you completed already?
Twice.
Now, Mercedes had some instructions for our own Rob Speedway.
Okay.
Anytime after 7.
Okay. That works.
All right, now, are you taking more pictures? Yes.
All right, now, I believe we have our first removal of some sort of clothing, and it may be a shoe.
It's a shoe.
Yeah, Mercedes.
A lovely,
shoe
leopard skin shoe. Very exciting. Those are, I don't want to sound gay, but those are beautiful shoes, Mercedes.
Homo.
Thank you.
Anything but mine.
Here I am with this woman in the studio, and I'm thinking about footwear.
Now Mercedes' pants have fallen to the floor.
Yes, the jeans have been removed.
Was dressed in black satin up until now.
Yeah, now we're going to rock.
Wow.
Now we've got some junior senior on the radio, and now...
Oh, yeah, lovely little matching ensemble here. Wow, looks like it's right out of the Victoria's Secret catalog. Wow.
Mike?
Yes?
Do you have an armless chair?
I can see stuff.
You can see stuff. That's good.
I can see stuff over here.
Wonderful. Now she's asked for another chair. Both Buzz and Mercedes are in a chair now. Let me get that out of your way there.
Wow, I can see everything.
Lovely little butterfly tattoo. Now she is once. Oh, my goodness!
Oh,
wow!
Wow!
Wow! That looks like it might be fun, Buzz. Really, truly does.
What? Oh, the movie. Can you hear, Rob? Can you turn that? I'm playing some junk disco. There you go. Oh, my God. Oh, now Buzz.
Practically crawling up to the top of the building.
All I could do is that she had her feet on Buzz's shoulders.
Yes. Appears to have a very nice tan, too.
I hope you enjoyed it, because at that moment, I couldn't see a thing.
Wow.
Yeah, Buzz. She's just, she's gyrating.
Wow.
She's straddling. He's being Mr. Hand, isn't he?
I don't know whether I'm overstating it, but I'm just sensing that Buzz and Mercedes here have a special relationship. I really, really do.
It's more like we're watching a date.
We've seen a million of these shows, but I've never sensed it. You two crazy kids like each other.
Yes, Mercedes, there she goes. Now, hold on. Oh, my God.
Might be time for a little dinner.
Oh, my God.
Might be time for it's dining time.
Buzz, oops. Oh, Mercedes hit the microphone.
Oh, my.
I think, Jesus Christ, Buzz.
Okay, if you want treats, I have to get my bag.
Oh, yes, please.
She's going to get her bag?
Okay, real fast. If you get your bag.
Go ahead, get your bag.
Can we walk in the hallway like this?
Oh, no. You know, can we have someone get your bag?
Yeah.
Let me call U.S.
Yeah, she'll go out in the hallway and Andrew will complain. And that would suck.
Hey, guys, there's like an almost naked girl in the hallway.
I thought when I saw the CBS sexual harassment policy that wasn't supposed to happen. Shut up, Andrew.
So, Mercedes, how do you like Buzz thus far?
He's so cute.
Yep, I knew it.
Oh, he's so cute.
I knew it. Look at him. Look at Mr. Hand.
Yeah, and so are you.
Buzz is reenacting a great scene from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, playing the role of Mr. Hand.
Tell that to them. Tell them what you just told me.
Oh, he doesn't even look his age.
No, he doesn't look 65.
No.
Not one little bit.
No.
It's amazing.
Really, how old do you think Buzz looks? Please be honest.
I would say about 45.
Right.
How about the rest of us in here?
Yeah.
How about the big guy in the back, Rob, right over there?
Back.
How old do you think he is?
He's young. Like
Well, I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
20.
Yeah, that's right. 20.
20.
How about me? Don, how old do you think I am? Give me the once over. What do you think?
About 48, late 40s.
Thanks for the compliment. You're very close. Thank you very much. How about my best buddy, Mike?
I don't know. He looks real young.
Yeah.
It's the makeup.
He's wearing.
Oh, you're wearing makeup.
Yes, he is wearing.
You want to
makeup
hazard a
today.
guess, dear?
Still, he wants to know what.
Do you want to hazard a guess, dear?
Probably late 40s.
Late 40s.
Yep, there you go, Mike. She's got us pegged.
I can't wait till my
Don.
next birthday so I can buy beer.
Don, there we are again.
Yeah, I know.
M&Ms?
Lucky,
Yeah, love it.
the lucky man.
You know. Meanwhile, Ben Franklin over there. Oh, wow.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. We have a removal. We have a removal
Of the bra.
Yeah, she's got. What are those, Mercedes?
They're M&Ms.
Yes, they are.
Oh, and she's put a boy.
They're
I see.
strategically placed.
And
May I have an M&M?
Yes, you're going to take
Mike,
the
can you
Yeah, Buzz is eating the M&Ms off the
can you mic that
mic-
a little closer to Buzz? Actually,
I love chocolate.
All right, I got to pull the microphone away now. That's bothering me.
Oh, there are more.
All right, now
M&Ms.
she's putting them down near her. What is that tattoo, Mercedes?
Butterfly.
A butterfly.
Butterfly tattoo.
she. Let me just say, Buzz, if you're one of those people that enjoys
Good job.
Thank you.
enjoys your M&Ms with
Good treat.
yeah, I mean, God, that was like M&Ms on the Alps. That's what you were just enjoying there.
Yeah.
That was. Boy,
there's a bubbliness and a friendliness in this performance that I've never seen in this studio.
what Mercedes was able to do was actually balance these M&Ms on.
Don, Mercedes has produced what I believe is some sort of test tube.
It's a tube.
It's a test tube. Mercedes, what is in the test tube?
It is a shooter, alcohol.
Oh, alcohol. What?
good.
Do you know what type of shooter he'll be drinking?
I think it's a...
Shooter.
Well, yes. It's on the beach.
Sex on the beach. All right, sex on the beach. Very good. Yeah, we can say that. You're doing a very good job. All right, and here we go. She is now seems to be brushing her teeth with it. She is she's cleaning the outside of the test tube, and now she is she's put it somewhere.
Shoot it.
Oh, now Buzz.
And then I'm going to tap your face and you shoot it and leave it in your mouth.
Okay, here we
No
go.
hands.
All right.
Okay. All right. All right.
Oh.
Mike, what's happening?
Buzz is cleaning the test tube now too, with the help of
Right down
Mercedes.
there? Can you get it right down there, Mike? Hold on, did it go?
Oh, he just drank it.
Buzz. Oh, now. Oh.
Wow.
Now this is like I'm watching a porno right now.
Wow. Oh, bravo.
Buzz.
All these wonderful little tricks.
All I can say is that there was like a beaker, a test tube that had this beverage in it.
Yeah.
And then Mercedes was able to hide the beaker, the test tube, in herself.
I don't want to predict anything coming up, but I believe in the satchel, Mercedes has some blow pops.
And anyway, she made it disappear, and then Buzz found it and drank it.
It's odd because shooters are usually served cold.
That is now. What else do you have? What did you just bring out of your satchel there? Oh, a lifesaver.
Okay,
All right,
one more. This will be the
lifesaver.
last trick. Last trick.
Last trick
Mercedes.
coming up here.
Yeah.
Now, Mercedes, is this your biggest and best trick?
No.
Do you have a grand finale trick?
Yes, but we have no whipped cream and strawberries.
Oh, no whipped cream and strawberry.
We'll just go with the. Listen, we've had a plenty good show already.
Very good.
I mean, Buzz is going to have to explain this when he gets home tonight.
We will end with a lifesaver trick.
So I need you to lay on the floor, sweetie.
Lay on the floor, sweetie.
You say so.
Okay.
Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
Buzz.
All right. Oh, dear.
Now, there's a totally naked Mercedes in
Yes,
here now.
totally naked. Let me get that chair out of the way for you.
Okay, you're going
All right, now
to
he's-
open your mouth.
All right, put the.
Yes, because I'm going to pick this up and place it in your mouth.
Oh, okay. She's going to pick it up. I wish we had a drum roll.
We do.
This
Hold
is
on a second.
fantastic.
We'll get
Hold
you-
on, Mercedes. We're going to get the.
Now, Mike, you're going to have to be our eyes and ears. What's happening over there?
She is squatting and removing the lifesaver from Buzz's nose without using her hands, and she just dropped it into his mouth. Yes. Wonderful. How's that lifesaver, Buzz?
Minty.
Minty. All right. That was wonderful.
Minty.
Minty.
Well,
Bravo.
happy birthday, you son of a bitch.
Thank
Buzz.
you. That was
It's been a while since we've had that kind of show in here, and I tell you, I've missed it. I really
And
have.
Mercedes.
Oh, no.
Mercedes, that is one of the finest shows that we've ever had. You really are really, really good at that.
Absolutely.
And you're really good to let Buzz, like, dry hump you and grope you. And
Oh, a big hug.
yeah, of course.
Wonderful job.
She's like everybody. She's in love with Buzz now. Like everybody. Mercedes from Amazing Entertainment. Bachelor, bachelorette, birthday, farewells, private viewings, or just for fun. You know, Buzz will be calling. AmazingEntertainment.com. That's the name of the place. And her name is Mercedes.
I have them on speed dial.
And they tell me now that Angel is here, but No offense to Angel, screw her. You know what I mean? It's a one-woman show today, huh?
Well, we're going to go to break here, aren't we?
Yeah. Hey, Buzz, knock your socks off. It's your birthday. You want Angel to come into your studio during the break? What the hell?
Mercedes, yeah. Way to go. Very nice.
Yeah, very, very nice job.
That was a good show. I mean, we couldn't, you're still eating the...
I'm not going to bite this Lifesaver. I'm going to savor this Lifesaver.
How about those M&Ms?
Wow.
Oh, those are long gone.
But what was it like eating those M&Ms?
Oh,
where she had them.
It was like candy on candy.
Hell of a candy dispenser, wasn't it?
Yeah. Almost like if you're going to use candy for parts of a woman's body, you might use M&Ms for those parts.
You could, in fact, do that.
Just remember, candy is dandy, but sex won't rot your teeth.
Amen to that.
That's a lovely poem, isn't it? That's wonderful.
It is.
Great shoes. Really, great shoes.
Great outfit.
I can get you a pair.
I'd like a pair. Okay. I wear them.
He would wear them.
The 65th annual celebration of the birth of talented radio newsman and noted baritone Michael Sean Patrick Elston.
Well, it's a happy disco birthday, Buzz.
Sure is.
Oh, it's terrific. I love birthdays.
Me too. Now, we have pictures that will be, after Buzz reviews them, the pictures that Buzz allows will be on Don and Mike website.com.
Wonderful.
I'm not real conservative that way, so there may be some good ones.
Good. Maybe they can be just like Janet Jackson.
And, let's not forget what was really a highlight for me, when she really whipped his ass with my belt.
Oh, I mean, there was no holding back. No holding back
I
at all.
didn't really know until today.
That fan, you're sending her away. He wants her during the commercial break.
Didn't know until today.
That fan was that's a job she relishes. You're going to have to leave now.
And how about Buzz with, like, the stretchy black underpants on?
Boxer briefs. Jockey. Simple jockey underwear.
That's very European of you.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mercedes.
Thank you, Mercedes. Bye-bye.
Great
Thank
job.
you, Mercedes. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Don and Mike.
Bye, honey.
And Beth Ann for helping.
Yeah.
There she goes. Rob's out there right now.
Yeah.
Go away.
No girls.
Leave now.
Yeah, Buzz. Buzz the man.
Yeah, buddy.
No wonder they all like you so much.
That is the only way to eat candy.
Jesus.
You know what, Don? You know why they love him?
He does everything.
He's a man without inhibitions.
He does everything.
None. Zero.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Buzz. CISYF.
CISYF?
CISYS. FFF. CISYF.
Yes, you can.
On.
Yeah, I got it. I said yes, you can.
Thank you.
Took me a second.
Thank you.
Buzz is having his wallet returned to him now.
It's funny. I didn't even miss it.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
Tell her to keep it.
She took that right out of his pants when she was pulling Buzz's pants down to spank his ass.
Mercedes is actually a master of sleight of hand. She's walking home with $300 now.
She's a master of sleight of hand, all right.
Hello. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Glad you enjoyed yourself, Buzz.
I did thoroughly.
You really do.
I really did.
You really
I might
do.
still be.
Hey, it's tame compared to stuff he's had done to him before.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Nothing beats that mask.
The mask will always go down in history as anything. I'm surprised you didn't break your nose.
Hello. I'm surprised she didn't break her ass.
Now it is time for cake.
What? What?
I wanted to say now it's time for cake.
It's German.
Now it's time for cake.
Now it's time for
cake.
I think Beth Ann's got a nice cake for you. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Or pie.
Who am I speaking with? Is it Don or Mike?
Yes.
Yes, to which one?
Oh, God. It's a two-person show. It's both of us.
Hold on. Riddle me this. Which house didn't burn in Los Angeles?
Riddle me this. Who already mentioned this on the show yesterday? Day late, dollar short, dumbass.
No, they said that it burned down, but it didn't burn down.
That's right. They did say that.
Listen, right.
There's 23 houses away.
Hey, hello, listen.
Why aren't you listening?
We covered that. Let me speak slowly so you understand. Yesterday, we did report Wayne Manor had burned down. Right. Then we got the news that it wasn't Wayne Manor. It's all been covered already.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I caught it this morning on the radio. I didn't catch that.
Yes, right.
At least you were loud.
All right.
Okay, Don.
Listen.
Yeah.
Learn to listen. Like your mom did. Learn to listen.
Listen to learn.
When I said, just bend over. Your mom said, yes. Absolutely.
I know Rob probably says yes.
What?
I said, Rob says yes?
Where are you calling from? What kind of room is this phone call originating from? Listen!
Are you calling this like from a Hardee's men's room?
Who?
Carl's Jr.? I mean, doesn't it sound like the ambiance, like he's in a fast food restaurant? In a bathroom?
Where are you calling from? And not the town. What kind of building are you calling from?
I'm calling from a house.
Okay.
Your house has an orchestra?
Huh?
It's the House of Wax.
Unbelievable.
It's the House of Welch.
Wax, okay.
The House of Blues.
I thought, I'm sorry, for even interrupting your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sorry.
Effort.
I am sorry you called as well.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm more sorry that I took the call.
Have a terrible weekend.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Oh, you know what we had to...
Yeah.
I wish we could have kept
Too bad you missed
We had to delete the end. Here's what happened.
That's the best.
So we get done, and you hear the guy as he's hanging up the phone. He laughs, and he goes, ha, 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 ha. And then he goes, what a bunch of a-holes.
As he was hanging up, he was off.
That was great.
Fading.
Yeah.
It's like leaving the tape recorder in the briefcase.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. If it is common courtesy you're looking for in a radio show, go somewhere else. If you are looking for someone who's going to hold your hand and say like a retard, hey, we have Johnny on the phone from California who wants to talk about the new Supreme Court nominee, and then when Johnny gets on the air and goes, hello, am I there? Yeah, I'm not going to sit around. Mike's not going to sit around and wait for you to get your act together.
No.
Well, what about the people that call looking for politeness, Don?
Screw them, Mike. I'm sitting around the house.
I love these birthday taculars.
Don't need you. Don't need you. Looking for common courtesy? You found the wrong show. And what's wrong with being honest about that?
Not a thing. In
What's
fact, that's
wrong
the
with
best
being?
way.
Maybe we should take it a little further. Somebody calls the show, says, hey, guys, I love the show. Why don't we respond with, so?
And why not?
What's wrong with just being honest?
That's
for
right.
goodness sakes.
Man, that cake looks good, Buzz.
It does. Let's dive in.
There are like 4 different varieties. There's regular yellow with white icing. There's German chocolate, mocha, and then another one that I can't identify.
It's number 3.
Got it, Mike.
It's kind of like a glaze.
Enjoy your delicious birthday coos cake.
Hello. You are on the
Hi,
air.
Mike.
Yes, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Crescent Ranch from Las Vegas.
Right?
Nickname.
Oh.
Violation.
Immediate violation. Hello there. Don and Mike show.
Yeah, I was going to say hi to Buzz.
Why didn't you?
Sadly, he is fast.
He's here.
You missed your opportunity.
He's here.
Well, okay.
Thank you, though.
Sorry about that.
Appreciate the effort.
Have a terrible
Well, I don't appreciate you making fun of my friend with no legs playing football. He almost scored a touchdown, but he was 2 feet short.
Yeah.
File that under worth the wait.
Gets a pass.
We'll let him get a pass on it. Happy birthday, Buzz.
Thank you.
We'll be right back, everybody.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike on the Edge, 1550.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
So, another Friday is upon us. What'll you be doing, Smithers? Something gay, no doubt. What? You know, light-hearted, fancy-free. Mothers, lock up your daughters. Smithers is on the town.
Exactly, sir.
The Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
No. Yeah.
Your daily mental floss. The Don and Mike Show.
So, Buzz, here's all I know.
Yes.
I'm minding my own business during the commercials.
Yes.
Trying to figure out why my phone is busted, all the things that are going on in my life.
Help the show run.
I come back in. No, it has nothing to do with the show. It's my own.
Oh, your cell phone.
My cell phone is busted.
That's right.
I come in and Mike says, well, I've really done it.
I had.
Mike says, I've really done it. I said, what did you do? And he said, I'm serious. I have ruined Buzz's birthday.
I have ruined his birthday. It's not enough that I'm thoughtless and all I do is throw him a little cash at the last minute with a little cutout of my head
Very
and
nice.
a little thing that I actually scratched out on note paper.
I cherish it.
But I what I've done now is really, and this is me talking, not nobody else. What I've done now is unforgivable, and I'm embarrassed, and I'm in trouble on a variety of levels.
No.
Now, Buzz does not seem to be annoyed.
No.
Look, I know him.
Is he
He's a
hiding it?
polite man. He's a thoughtful man. He's not going to scream at me.
What did
He's
you
not
do?
gonna-
What did you do? Did you take his hookers?
I ate his favorite piece of cake. Beth Ann brought in a cake with it was a cake sampler.
4 flavors.
A flight of
I want to tell you how long it's been since I've had a really good piece of cake. I was looking at that cake when the stripper was in here. Okay? And you know I'm telling the truth here.
Yes.
I was staring at the German chocolate cake, which she was out the door. We went to break.
Yeah.
It was 15 seconds that we had gone to break. I had half of the German chocolate cake in my mouth.
Already inhaled it.
And then I got on a little roll with it. And it's a big, big piece of cake. And there are 4 of them. And I said, well, Don's not going to eat any cake. Rob might have a piece, and Buzz will have a piece. So I not only ate the German chocolate, but I went for the yellow cake with the white icing.
Right.
As soon as I was 3/4 of the way through that. We're talking really, I just ingested half a cake.
Okay.
I got 3/4 of the way through. Buzz comes walking in and says, where's the white icing with the yellow cake?
Where's the white cake?
And I pointed at my plate. I said, I've eaten it. And he goes... And at that moment, I knew that, all the banners, the announcements, the calls, the strippers.
The 65th annual celebration of the birth of talented radio newsman and noted baritone, Michael Sean Patrick Elston.
And to make matters worse...
Hi, Mike.
Hi. If my girlfriend Carla is listening, who has really helped me lose weight with this diet program, I am going to be... really, because this counts as not just falling off. I'm not sure how many points that is. I just ate, but really.
Say, Carla, if you're listening also, this is Don. I don't care about Mike's diet.
Right.
Really, you should worry about him not wearing a rubber.
There you go again. There you go. Yeah. It's real fun going home last night and walking into the kitchen and seeing her mother sitting there. Hi, how are you?
I bet her mom wishes you wore a rubber, too.
Well, her mom didn't have to know that.
Mike, I am proud of you, though, for binging.
I did. That is a binge. That is a binge of. I mean, really, that was.
Did he purge?
He did.
It's in the wastebasket.
Okay.
Good. Well, that was a real. Now look. The German chocolate piece of cake, the little cake square. That's a normal. Hey, you want a piece of cake? I had a piece of cake. No, I can't leave it at that. I went for the second piece of cake. Buzz came in and said, really came in like a torpedo boat and watched it and said, where's the yellow cake with the white icing? I said, I've eaten it.
Was that your favorite, really, Buzz?
Well, that's the one I had my eye on, but I had the chocolate with chocolate icing, which I enjoyed just as much.
Now, to say that cake looks good, he had the stripper in his lap and he was looking at the cake.
Yeah.
Have you seen the cake? The piece of there are 2 left. I know you're not into sweets.
Let me see them. Sure.
Rob,
let me see what cake is better than Poontang.
Now wait a minute.
It's gone. Beth Ann took it.
Well, bring it in, Beth Ann. Show him the cake.
If it's still there.
Exactly. Yeah. And if Joe Ardinger was here, it wouldn't be there.
It would be wrapped up in his backpack.
It would. But if you saw now, look, you're going to see the 2 leftover pieces of cake. You're not going to see the German chocolate, and you're not going to see the.
Over here, let me see.
But I mean,
I got it.
All right. Well, let me tell you what's so good about that. Okay.
What's so sexy about this?
You know what you can see from a distance? You can see how moist and delicious it looked. I'm serious, really.
You know what I could see from a distance? How moist and delicious what she had in her shirt was.
Yes,
I like that too. But the German, you didn't see the German chocolate cake, Don. Listen, you didn't see the icing.
Listen, this is a weird role reversal. In recent years, when we didn't have naked chicks on the show then, and you would say to me, what's wrong with you? Or someone would call about sex, and I'd say we can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Now we're easing, hey, who doesn't like sex?
Sure.
So now I can't believe I'm having to say to you, there was a beautiful naked woman rubbing herself all over Buzz like he was on fire, and she was a flame retardant blanket.
Right.
The German
and you're more German chocolate cake.
The German chocolate cake had in the icing had nuts in it.
Mike,
it was really one of the best pieces of German chocolate cake I've ever eaten.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm not a fan of German chocolate.
They were the size.
So it's all yours.
For those of you who don't find food as erotic, they were the size of $50. If you understand what I'm saying.
Rob, can you help me out here a little bit? Have you tried any yet?
I've not. I will.
Would you just try a piece of the mocha?
What was amazing is after you ate the German chocolate, it left you hungry for power.
This is really phenomenal.
I'm telling you, this girl, Michelle, was rather incredible.
Mercedes.
I'm
yes,
sorry.
very much so. A natural.
Wait, Rob's sampling the cake. Rob's
Mercedes,
sampling the name wrong.
Somebody Heimlich him.
That's great.
Just do what you
don't
always
like
do.
it?
Just swallow.
That's good.
Just swallow without chewing. You know what? He did it.
You made him laugh.
He did it.
I did. It's delicious and moist.
It is moist. It's so fresh.
With blonde hair. I mean, delicious icing.
And you know, it's a grocery store cake, Don. Beth Ann told me that she bought it at the local grocery store.
That's my.
I mean, really, you would think
that's great.
It's bakery fresh.
It was made by O'Donna Matthews.
But the chocolate was delicious, but not as delicious.
It's just been a long
Mike
time.
O'Mara's Woody cake.
I like, really, I every now and then. And I'm not a big guy for cake. I'm really not. It's just that particular.
You like pie.
I like pie.
Like Craig Wilson.
Blueberry pie. Damn, that was fine.
John and Mike's show.
I wish, there was
Let's
a
not forget that there was a naked girl in here.
I haven't.
It's been a long time since we've had a naked girl on the show. We have food in here every day.
She was fine.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Like Regis.
Hello. Oh, all right, fine.
She was fine.
All right, fine.
God, give me that cake, Gumman.
Regis doesn't have to wear rubber. You have to wear rubber. Mm-hmm. You're not as old as Regis. Mm-hmm. You still got it going on.
I am wearing a rubber now after yesterday's show.
Are you wearing one right now?
Yes.
Good. Mm-hmm. Me too. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air. Hello there.
Hey, I wanted to know, are the digital pictures of the girls or the German chocolate cake going to be up on the website?
There were no pictures taken before I ate it. That you will not see the German chocolate cake.
It's gone. There's no record of it, really.
I could show it to you. I could show it to you on Monday.
Yeah, we'll have pictures of the girl. We'll have pictures of the girls too before Buzz ate them. Hello, Don and Mike.
I left some for others.
Hi, Don. Hi, Mike.
Hi there.
Buzz.
Hello. Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, a birthday is not complete without Frisky Trixie singing Happy Birthday.
Who?
Is that a nickname?
Yeah.
That is a nickname. Yes.
Let's let it go. Come on, you ate the old man's cake.
What's her name? Trixie?
Trixie?
What?
Dixie.
Trixie. Frisky Trixie.
Frisky Trixie. Frisky Trixie.
Frisky.
Well, I can do it in the JFK tone that Marilyn sang.
Trixie.
Yeah, sounds like we're going to get ready for some cheesecake now.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Buzz.
Hi, Buzz.
All right.
Oh, happy birthday to you.
That was a nice sound there.
Thank you, Trixie.
You're welcome. Happy birthday and happy birthday, Buzz.
That call brought to you by Summer's Eve.
Good luck with your sleep apnea.
I think that Summer's Eve would be rejected by the body.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Retreat.
Hello.
This is Halviva Vindavor, German chocolate cake. We will take over the country.
Goodbye. Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Perhaps you want some icing.
I just want to wish Daddy happy birthday.
Oh, hey, Bud, it's one of your illegitimate calling in.
How are you? I haven't heard from you for a while.
It took me forever to track you down, Daddy, but I finally found you. Happy birthday.
Do you have curly hair?
Oh, yes, and I get all the women just like you, Daddy.
I'm very proud of you, son.
Like Daddy.
Go get them, boy.
Daddy Buzz. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Can I say hi to Buzz?
Well, he's right there. I told you, everybody loves him.
You
Go
just
ahead.
did. Hi.
I caught you a delicious bass.
I like that.
Hello there, Don and Mike show.
Hey, can I talk to you about the Janet Jackson video? I watched it last night. That can't be real.
The one on our website with the link, you bet your ass it's real. It's 1,000% real. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you this time, kids.
How can you have a superstar like that because somebody gets close enough to take a video of her totally naked? Come on now.
Well, the guy just sneaked into the bushes.
Hey.
I can't believe
Would it be snuck?
It must be a double. It must be not real.
It is not. No, listen. Did you look seriously at the video. I know on a lot of computers it's a small screen, but if you have the chance to, no pun intended, blow it up a little bit, I mean, you can definitely see it is Janet Jackson. Absolutely.
I watched it when I got home. Was there any text with it? Like, did they say where the video might have been shot? Was it shot at her residence?
On our website, we only had a link to whatever site it is that had the.
It was just a paparazzi capture, and the thing that makes me believe it is she was obviously jamming to music. I mean, she was drumming, so she wouldn't be paying attention, and she wouldn't hear them sneak up.
In the New York Post today, confirming this, there was a story. I've got to log in. There's a story called "Butt Bongos." That's the headline, and it says, "For those of you titillated by Janet Jackson's breast pop out at the 2004 Super Bowl, boy, do we have a video for you." The internet was abuzz yesterday with paparazzi footage, so on.
There you go.
I watched it. Hey, I watched it about 100 times, and I just can't.
Of course you did.
Now let's believe it. It's real.
Of course you did. Bye-bye. See you later. Did you guys get the email, speaking of porno, from Beth Ann?
Yeah, what was that about?
Okay, now, I sent her a note back, and keeping in mind that I know she had a hot flash yesterday, I got to handle her with kid gloves.
Right.
I'm just checking the email today, and she will forward along email that we get to our website. So I open it up, and it's like, and I see it's to me and to Mike and to Buzz and to Rob. It's like, thought you might enjoy this. And all it was a sex site.
An ad, really. I mean, for a sex site.
Yeah.
If you want to go any further, you have to pay.
Yeah, right.
I don't think she sent it to me.
I bet it's on your thing at home, because all you do is...
see, she always sends those like when I'm out of the house, like after 9.
You just click on it, and it goes like to this girl's thing, and it says, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I love getting naked," and all you got to do is join, and you can see pictures of me naked. So I sent Beth Ann an email back. Right? And that wasn't mean-spirited. I wrote back, "Dear B.A., I can handle this part on my own. Why did you send me the email?" And she writes back, "Thought you would be interested."
She still doesn't know us, does she?
No.
I mean, we kind of are. Well, and we're not unusual either. I mean, we're like most men. Right. As you put it, you can take care of the porn thing.
Yeah.
Hello?
So, hi. Really, why did you forward us all? And I'm not busting your chops. Just, what was the thought process? We get literally...
I don't know.
We get literally tens of emails a day at our website. Yet, that was one that you selected not only to send to me, but to everybody.
Well, because, I speak to all the guys on the show. I didn't,
But it's such a pedestrian...
The last time I deleted pictures of naked women, I got in trouble, so... No.
Here's the deal. You deleted naked pictures of listeners who wanted to motivate me when I was having a problem with number 3.
Right.
Right? And they were pictures of real women, right?
Correct.
Okay, now that would have interested me. Now what you sent me was something that I'm most likely when I go on the computer, I always have to hit a pop-up to get rid of it.
We see these when we're doing show prep.
Yeah, but more importantly, when you went to the store, was it your idea to get the 4 separate pieces of cake?
Yeah, I came up with it. It was cheaper for me to do it that way.
Okay,
bravo.
Right.
Good idea.
Thank you.
I got. I mean, the good and the bad. I got to tip my hat to her.
I just want to say, excuse me. We're now talking about porno on the internet, and again, with you, what is the focus?
It's still in here. Rob, why don't you get out? Maybe you should move it to the other side of the studio.
Rob, give me the cake.
Will you check your email tonight? Because I've got a great pastry website I can send you. Of course, you got to pay.
Give me that. There you go.
Not to defend Mike.
Is this sexy, Mike? I'm gonna hold it up. Hi, Mike. Eat me. Hey, Mike.
Look at us. I mean, really, you could put that in an ad. It glistens.
It's me, the gooey one on your right.
Yeah, that's the mocha.
Eat me, Mike. Eat me with your mouth.
Oh, yeah. I would if I wasn't already full.
Eat all of me, Mike.
Oh, look at that.
Come on, Mike.
One on the left is not the strongest cake in the quadra thing.
I liked it.
Hey, Mike.
The quad.
You ate the
cake quad.
Eat me because you don't wear rubbers. Come on.
Will you get off that with the rubbers, please? Thank you. My God.
Did you start wearing them?
You're going to make me forget the cake. Would I start?
Yeah, would you start wearing rubbers?
Yes.
No, you won't. No, you won't. But don't come complaining to me.
I wouldn't.
One day when you say, "Hey, listen, pal, what's the shortest way to Mexico?"
Well, that'll be. I would call you.
I know you would.
It's legal.
That would seriously be the first phone call.
And then I would call Beth Ann and say, "Does Independence Air fly to Mexico?"
It's legal in this state now, though. You wouldn't have to go to Mexico.
Rob,
always
something like that. It's been my experience. With Mike and other DJ friends of mine, and hell, myself. Listen, I've got 2 wonderful kids, and who knows how many, how many other ones are floating around, and who knows how many other ones were taken care of in Mexico.
I had no idea.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
It's a part of my past I'm not proud of. I was
not going to do that, though. No, not going to do that. I want to be Larry.
Larry King?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you will want it. You will want to make that trip down to Mexico and use my name.
What a horrible thing to say.
This is a good boy.
Use my name and you'll get a discount. I've been there 25 or 30 times myself.
Horrible. Of course not. I'm gonna wrap it up. Your advice. I'm wrapping it up from this day forward.
And two passes to the Donkey Show with every procedure.
Amen.
Hey, Mike, eat me. I'm the cake. Eat me. You like me better than sex.
I do.
Eat me. Look at me, Mike.
Look at that.
Eat all of me. Take me in your mouth and eat me.
Full.
And if you wrap it, it'll keep it fresh.
Are you too full for this?
Yeah.
Look at my Jewy goodness.
What? My Jewy goodness? My Jewy goodness?
It is Rosh Hashanah, and we're celebrating with cake.
My Jewy. I meant to say Jewy.
Don't mix meat and dairy.
We offer a piece of cake that is consistent with quality.
My Jewy goodness. That's you know what that's like? That's like that Letterman thing.
Yeah, with Biff.
Yeah. So, Monday night. There is nothing on TV. Or Tuesday, whatever night. No, because there's football on Monday.
It was Tuesday
night.
Yeah, it was
late night.
Anyway, there's nothing on TV. So I'm watching the Letterman TiVo. And they're doing the stand-up. Did I mention this already on the air?
No, you did not.
I know I did in real life to these guys. That they're doing a stand-up with Biff Henderson, like a fake thing like Jon Stewart does. He's supposed to be at Times Square for the beginning of Rosh Hashanah.
Right.
And he says, Dave, I'm here, and the excitement is here. And he's supposed to say, for the Jewish New Year. And he says, for the newish Jew year. And everybody stops, and they crack up. And then Biff Henderson is like, let's take it again. Because he thinks they're going to edit that part out of the show.
Right.
Anyway, I made roughly the same boner right there. And don't think... Okay, do you think I'm stupid?
Not at all.
Do I amuse you?
Yes.
Do you think... No, I meant that like Joe Pesci.
Oh, okay, yeah. What did I do?
Do you think when I'm talking like that and making eye contact with Buzz that I don't see where your fingers are going?
You saw me do that?
Of course.
I didn't think you could see me behind the piece of paper.
You were just fingering the cake.
I just took some of the mocha icing.
Of course you did.
And that's it. I'm done.
Well,
it's ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I'm done. Give in if you want to give it. Look,
no, because that's
it's more than sex.
No, if I eat that, it will go from being satisfying to being absolutely making me feel like I'm going to throw up, and I don't want to do that. And it would taste good going in, but I would feel ill afterwards. So I'm not going to go there. I just had a taste of the icing, and you know the mocha, not my bag, not my cup of tea. Right.
Chew it up and spit it out.
Finger, feather, it doesn't matter.
No, you don't have to swallow it.
But I was listening to what you were saying about David Letterman.
No, I don't doubt that you were listening.
I'm over here now.
I was watching you finger the cake.
I was. And now I've ruined it. That's soiled for anybody else. Unless people want their gums to have a strange itching sensation.
And what that means is that now you've insured it'll be yours by the end of the show.
Perhaps you're right about that. Yeah. Maybe subconsciously I was doing that.
Right. If you were an animal, we know what you would have done to it.
Oh.
Right. Stake out your territory.
Look at
you now. You're staring at it.
Because Rob brought it back over.
And now if someone...
Beth Ann, please take the cake out of the studio.
Go ahead and just take a bite of the mocha and get it out of your system.
Yeah, you're right. That's it. And then it'll be all done.
Only way to get past it.
Just take a bite and then we'll get it the frig out of here. And then you can think about sex and... Okay.
Can't argue with that either.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You sure?
Take it away.
There's still a piece and a half left.
Take it away. Take it away. That's good stuff.
But having that cake now will be like having cake with everyone Mike's ever had cake with.
Man,
I'm a good little shopper.
I picked up a cake at Giant for Carla's birthday, and it was, really, this is Giant cake, and it's great. Okay? Yeah. The one I got from Giant when I picked it up for her birthday was terrible.
Now, I am not kidding here about Carla's age. When you bought the cake, with her age,
come on,
how many rubbers did you have to put on top?
Stop it!
Because I know you didn't put candles on it. No. I know you put condoms on.
No.
It's like 25 condoms up there.
Thank you for remembering the age.
Of course I do. You know the easiest way for me to remember that now?
How?
Your girlfriend is 1 year younger than my daughter.
That's
a fact.
Yeah. It's things like that are very interesting. Those are really, I think that with the age difference that we have, and we've been together almost 2 years.
Wow.
Which is hard to believe, too.
For her, since she's so young, with young people, it seems like, time is just, boom.
Right.
I mean, to Mike, it's 2 years. To Carla, it seems like, 2 weeks?
Yeah, because when you're old...
like we are.
Really.
Time flies by.
And that is the truest thing. My mom said it to me a long time ago. When you are older, the old clock on the wall moves at a much more rapid pace.
Sure does.
Yeah.
Sure does.
But those statistics that you just offered up, I have similar stats in my family for... I don't even know if I told you this.
What?
That my niece Jessica is engaged to be married, and right. I don't remember Jessie's birthday. I really don't. I don't remember what age she is. I know the birth date, it's September 24th, but I forgot. I think she is also
older than your girlfriend.
Maybe by a year.
Well, these things happen.
Thank God you have your daughters. You'll have some women in your life who you can say are not, who are younger than all the other women in your life.
This is true. But she's wise beyond her years.
That's important.
Carla, yes.
Yes, wise, and that's why she keeps the...
She's good for you.
Weight off of me.
She's very good for you.
Tries to.
She's outstanding for you.
Here it comes. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Here it comes. Backdoor slider.
Just think about, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes, Mike in the baby carriage.
It'll keep me young.
So you're okay with it?
Well, I mean, we're fine right now. You know what? Maybe I am okay with it.
Hey, how about that?
Maybe I am okay with it.
How about that?
Maybe you get to a point. Maybe you get to a point in your life where you just don't worry about anything other than being happy and enjoying life.
Making
That's
babies.
I have we have babies. No immediate plans to have a family.
But you're not wearing a rubber.
No.
So you're like, every time you're down there, you're rolling the dice. It's going to come up snake eyes one of these times.
Now, come on. You're starting to sound like my late father. Come on now.
Thank you. You
don't need to fill that role for me.
You held your dad.
You do not need to fill that role for me.
I'm not filling that role.
I am very content with this older brother thing that we've had for 20 years.
Nothing would make me happier than if you knocked up your girlfriend.
Oh, no, stop. That's such an ugly way of putting it.
That would be a thrilling moment for the show. I mean, imagine that. We had the birth of your other children on the air.
Yeah, you did.
And we've had the birth of Rob's kids, and we've had Bart on the air.
We have no plans to do that.
Of course you don't.
Yeah. Now I feel like, you know what I just sounded like? I seriously sounded like I was at a White House press conference.
But you also didn't have plans to buy a motorcycle.
All right.
You also did.
What do you mean I didn't have plans to buy a motorcycle?
You also didn't have plans for things to go wrong with Laura. I mean, you also didn't plan for...
You bastard.
No. What I'm saying is... good things and bad things happen that you don't plan for.
Life is what happens when things don't go as planned.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
And on that we can agree, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Bully.
So let me just see if I can summarize.
Yeah, and you know what? There's nothing I like better than your summaries in these situations.
The O'Mearas are trying to have a baby.
No, we are not.
Mike has a low sperm count. And Carla's not wearing protection. Not allowing. She says, go ahead.
No, she doesn't. It's not allowing anybody to. She knows.
Says, listen. With her, it's like Walter Matthau climbing into bed. I mean, she's got a thing.
What the hell is that?
That didn't come out right.
There's nothing going on. I'm sorry, that was awful.
That was horrible.
Walter Matthau was not only old, he's dead. I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't mean
deceased.
That I did not mean.
Right.
If I could only think of someone younger who really had the look of Walter Matthau, though.
I don't know what you're doing with that.
Well, no.
I'm not tracking with you.
To me, okay, I was just trying to, poorly, I was trying to make the analogy. You're old. She's young.
Yes.
And I was doing as I was trying to do.
Sort of a grumpy old men thing?
Yes. And he's the one that came to mind.
Sure.
And she would be like, conversely, if I was casting the movie, Carly would be Paris Hilton. And you would be,
I would be who? Andy Rooney? How did that work for you?
You know what bothers
That's
me?
A good one, isn't it? How about that? Isn't that's the best example you can find. Paris Hilton and Andy Rooney. It's pretty close.
Okay. There's Halloween.
It is pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever wonder why they call it a rubber?
And if you get a chance, next time you watch 60 Minutes, take a good look at Andy Rooney's fingernails. If there's something that he wants to show on his desk, take a look at his neglected nails.
Oh, and speaking of nails and talons, last thing I'm going to mention, and really I didn't mean that Walter Matthau thing. I really didn't.
Don't worry about it.
I'm watching the ad for Two for the Money, the Al Pacino movie that looks really good with Matthew McConaughey.
The one the NFL's boycotting.
Yeah, very upset about. There's one scene that I saw in a clip where Al Pacino says to him, "You'll never get it from me. You'll never get it out of my talons."
And I bet he's getting them, too.
Yeah, and talons, at least on our show, has always been the code word for old man hands.
Fingernails, especially.
The late Jack Kent Cooke was the first guy on this show who was ever identified as having talons.
And I may be, and I'm being serious right now, I may be the only guy on the show, I think, that has started with the old man hands. And I mean, I noticed this 3 or 4 days ago.
What is this now? We got the age spots?
Hey!
That is definitely...
Hey, there you go. That
is definite... Look at that, right?
You know what that is?
Definitely... That's the beginning. You know what that... Remember that guy, Ed Turney? You remember that guy?
Burn victim Ed Turney?
There it is, right there.
You know what that's the beginning of, Mike? That's the beginning like of Summerall hand.
Right there, Rob. You see it?
Yeah. I don't need to get too close.
I saw that the other day. That is very depressing.
Maybe it's just a freckle.
Man.
It's a freckle that looks like Africa. It's defined. It looks like one of our continents.
It's not all that obvious, but it is definitely what it is.
You have to hold it under a light and show people, and then you go, "Ow! Look at what is that thing?"
In about a year, this skin's going to be paper thin.
What a lovely tan.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
In spots.
Well, if it means anything to you, if you were Walter Matthau, then I'm Jack Lemmon, and he's just a tool.
What, before or after he got the new teeth?
He's no longer with us either.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm putting myself as the other grumpy old man.
But in the original Odd Couple, you will admit they were great.
Yes, and of course, as long as we're grumpy or old men, Buzz, you would be the Burgess Meredith character.
Thank you.
Let's go ice fishing.
Take that as a compliment.
Burgess Meredith, who was one of their fathers.
It was Jack Lemmon's father.
That's right. Dad. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, very believable. First in Grumpy Old Men, that you have piece of ass and Margaret move into the neighborhood. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll give you that. That's a cute little premise for a movie. Grumpier old men, not only do you have Anne Margaret moving in the neighborhood, then you have Sophia Loren moving in the neighborhood.
Wow.
And these two major league pieces of ass, even at their advanced age.
Sure.
They're going to go for Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon?
Sure.
Right.
It's all about the ice fishing.
Right.
Baby.
Depends on where you dig the hole. I don't know what that meant.
I know what that meant.
Me too.
Wear a rubber, though.
Sure.
That's all I'm telling you.
Done and done.
When you're digging that ice hole.
Done and done.
Wear the rubber. Okay. How are we doing today?
I think we're doing all right.
Kind of a loose show today. You know, it's kind of a loose Buzz birthday, sex, Mike cake show.
I'm having a sugar high.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Here we go.
We do this, and then, how about this? Some wonderful singing advertisements, and then more show.
Better than a condom made of cake.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Joe? Is that you?
Hi, Jerry.
Well, what are you doing here? You're dead.
I know that. I've traveled across time and space to tell you about the new CBS Friday.
CBS Friday?
Yes. Jennifer Love Hewitt in the new hit drama Ghost Whisperer. She talks to the dead. Huge hit from where I come from.
Here, too.
The new sci-fi thriller, Threshold. Weird stuff. And I know weird.
Oh, yeah. And then there's a new episode of the hit crime drama Numbers.
Exactly. In fact, maybe I'll stick around and join you.
I'd rather you not.
Why?
You're creeping me out.
All new CBS tonight.
Can you believe these gas prices? They are really going to keep us indoors this fall.
Well, I'm tired of looking at these plain walls. They need a fresh coat of paint.
Okay, I'll go to the warehouse store and pick some up.
Oh, no. Remember what happened last time? Let's go to Ace Hardware instead. They have excellent advice, and their high-quality Ace Royal paint comes in thousands of colors.
And look at this Ace circular promoting the Harvest of Colors paint sale in October. It says we can get $10 back by mail-in rebate for every 2 gallons of Ace Royal paint we buy, and there's no limit.
With no limit, we can paint the entire house.
Available at participating Ace Hardware stores through October 31st.
Have you heard about this exciting new vibrating condom ring? It's called Vibrations. It makes safe sex great and great sex even better. At 8,000 vibes per minute, it doesn't get hotter than that. Go to GodVibe.com now. When you order the Vibrations packet, you'll get the soft vibrating condom ring, a condom and cooling tingling gel for her, all shipped discreetly. Order now and receive a free sample of Viastam, the male performance enhancement formula. Only from Vibrations, the ultimate pleasure. And GodVibe.com.
I'm a woman. I like things like movies with dialogue and sweater sets. I like hot cocoa on a rainy day. I like the word cocoa. But most of all, I like my big fat hog. Which is why I have Geico motorcycle insurance. Geico covers most kinds of bikes and has money-saving discounts. Geico. That's nice.
For a free rate quote on motorcycle insurance, visit geico.com or call 1-800-44-CYCLE. Geico Motorcycle Insurance. Let's ride.
It's the Don and Mike Show on Pittsburgh's new talk station, The Edge, 1550.
NBC News Radio, I'm Bob Kerr at the White House. The Washington Monument in the nation's capital has been evacuated after a bomb threat was called into police. U.S. Park Police Sergeant Scott Fear.
At this time, the Washington Monument's been closed and the area has been cleared. We are checking the monument itself for any possible explosives that may be there.
Heightened security continues on New York City's subways. Police say a scare today involving a soda can bubbling green liquid which shut down part of Penn Station was a prank. The House today has passed by just 2 votes a bill encouraging construction of new oil refineries, hoping it'll boost gas production. Critics argue the profit-rich oil industry does not need government incentives. The bill now goes to the Senate, where prospects are uncertain. Meantime, the Senate has approved up to $1 billion in federal loans to help communities pay workers in the regions hard hit by the hurricanes. I'm Bob Kerr, NBC News Radio.
Get the good stuff. You'll experience a lot of scary things this Halloween season, but nothing scarier than driving with worn-out shocks. Fortunately, this month in Napa, when you buy 3 Napa Reflex, Sentatrac, or Gas Grande Fleet shocks or struts, you can get the 4th one free with a mail-in rebate. Plus, all Napa shocks and struts are engineered to be as good or better than the ones that originally came on your car. Get the good stuff. Napa. Get the good stuff.
Time for Mom's Most Shocking Secrets Revealed. Today, Campbell's Cheesy Chicken and Rice Bake. An exclusive investigation uncovers how moms make this delicious meal. First, mix Campbell's cream of chicken soup with chicken and rice. Place into oven. When done, top with cheese. Mouth-watering, yet true. Look for full recipe details at campbellskitchen.com. Mom's hidden truth, finally exposed.
Come home to a home-cooked meal with Campbell's.
Pride, commitment, dedication, tradition. Woodland Hills heads to Carnegie Mellon University to battle Central Catholic in another epic matchup of high school football powerhouses. Adam Gusky and Matt Bush will bring you all the action from this Quad East contest. Coverage begins this Friday at 7:15 right here on your home for Woodland Hills Wolverine football, The Edge, AM 1550 and edge1550.com.
Blankets and back we can use.
WURP Braddock. WURP Braddock. Pittsburgh's new talk radio station is 1550 The Edge.
Don and Mike on The Edge, 1550.
Mike Show.
Investigate what?
They're calling you a bigamist. They found out you weren't divorced from your second wife when you married Myra here.
You mean we ain't married?
I never was married to my second wife in the first place. I already told you I didn't need to get a divorce.
The government is trying to deport you. We're washed up here, kids. We're getting out.
Well, what if I don't want to go?
Well, why would you want to stay?
I promised Myra I'd buy her a wedding ring.
There I am.
What do I need a ring for? We ain't even married.
Hi, Mike.
The Don and Mike Show. Equally attractive to both sexes. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Yeah, you bet. Who doesn't like us? Men's, women's,
everybody.
Your tweeners.
Yep.
We got a few tweeners around this place. Shims. Some of the new hires I've noticed. Very hard to tell. Male, female, maybe a combination, a myriad of parts.
It's a sea of androgyny.
Not to mention you, with your glitter makeup.
Well, can you see it better now?
With your stripper glitter that you're wearing. Lovely.
Especially under the eyes. I said take care of the eyes.
The eyes.
Take care of the eyes. Yes.
Take care of the eyes.
You have a bottle of gold perfume.
You like the eyes?
The eyes.
You see with the eyes, right? Listen, just let me talk with you for a second about, everybody now. Like, welcome to my couch. Okay, this is like where I'm not going to go to see my analyst.
Put your feet up.
You're gonna purge a little bit?
Sure. Okay. This weekend, it's going to be awkward for me, kids. Mm-hmm. But I'm a big boy and I can handle it. I'm going to Minneapolis because my youngest grandchild, Carly, is having her, where they tap her in the...
Christening.
The christening. It's not a baptism. It's a christening.
Yeah, christening.
Yes.
Same thing.
The christening. Well, when I called it a baptism, I was corrected.
Okay, probably just, isn't baptism like Catholic or something like that?
Yeah. No, not necessarily. Baptist.
I thought christening and baptism is exactly the same.
I think christening is the first baptism, but more properly referred to as christening.
Okay.
I think they're equal. Baptism, John the Baptist.
Well, either way, I had to tell Amy, keep in mind that there's every chance that I will just burst into fire as soon as I walk into the church.
So there's that.
That's always, and I always like doing the devil's advocate trick, that Al Pacino trick. When I go in and the holy water's there and I put my finger in, it goes,
water starts to bubble.
There was just a trace of smoke when you came to Robert's baptism. They followed you with a fire extinguisher, but it turned out it wasn't needed.
That's because there was so much evil in that room already.
Sort of blazed the trail.
With you as the father, and let's be honest, he's got your seed.
Yeah, he does.
Right?
But this is, I know you're looking forward to this, right?
Yes.
People ask me how you're doing, and I tell them one of the good things in your life now is that you have contact with your daughter, and you're really getting a tremendous amount of emotional strength out of that.
Yes, but the thing that is going to be awkward for me is that for, 25 years of her life, we didn't have very much contact.
Right.
And now we have lots of contact, talking, seeing her all the time, seeing the kids. Mm-hmm. And it's not one of those things where I can just ease into the family functions.
Yeah.
It's got to be, I said to her the other day, what was Christmas not available? I was like, it's the next biggest thing, the baby's christening.
Right.
So I'm going to be going up there, and it's going to be the way that I see it in my paranoid mind.
Uh-huh.
Everybody against me.
Right.
And I'm sorry, that's just the way I'm looking at it.
You have reason
that I'm going to be walking into a room.
Yeah.
First off, there's the X is there.
Uh-huh. Well, there you go.
And Mr. X, EX, who's now married to my ex. Uh-huh. So they're there. And then you've got, those in-laws. Mm-hmm. And then you've got my daughter's husband's parents, and I'm walking into all of this, and I know that I'm going to be like walking into the church with a giant leper sign on my forehead.
How are you going to be with your daughter's husband's parents? Is that cool? Did they...
See, this is why I have...
Or is that a great unknown?
This is why I have the anxiety level. I don't really know. I have not said anything to Amy, to my daughter, to let her know that I'm flipped out about it. All I've said is that... it will remind me of going to a management meeting at the radio station.
Mm-hmm. No, it won't be that bad.
That I will kill people with kindness.
There you go.
No matter how it kills me. I would just stand there. I'll find a corner of the church. I will try desperately not to make eye contact with people. Because, in a lot, let's face it, in a lot of their eyes, I'm the deadbeat dad. I'm just the deadbeat dad who finally just crawled out from under the rock. I mean, I'm not going to...
true, really, but that's their perception.
But that's the perception. Right. And what am I going to do? Walk around to every single person and say, hi, I'm Amy's dad. Oh, you're the jerk. How you doing, Dick?
What brought you to town?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that is the reception I'm going to get.
No. I think that the most important thing in all of this, would it be nice to have everybody sweet and happy and sweetness and light, but the bottom line is the relationship you have with your daughter is the only thing that really matters. And you have a relationship with her family, her kids, right?
Yeah, we have with my grandkids.
And even our
which
husband.
Is cool.
So his family will be okay, I would think.
And it's not like, you didn't rob banks or anything like that. I mean, were you out of that life, of course, but it's not like you did something so heinous.
I know it's more my hang-up than anybody else's. Right. Even Amy has said to me after all this, geez, she says sometimes, will you just let it go?
Yeah.
We're starting over, just, let it go.
That's the only, I mean, really, and I don't think it's trite to say it. That's the only person that really matters in all this. No matter what everybody else thinks, that's, and she seems to.
I know, it's just, here's the thing that's a pisser about it, is that normally Frida would help me in this situation.
Right.
And I think really one of the reasons that Amy and I have been able to come together, sadly, is the passing of Frida.
Right.
That Frida has had a hand in this. In some regard.
When a door closes, a window opens.
It was the great unresolved.
I believe in that saying.
Chapter of my life. But the problem now is that, I've got to be a big boy and get on the plane by myself and
you'll be fine.
And drive all the way to the church where I'm sure that, like I said, I'll explode into fire and my horns will be exposed.
For the purposes of
out of the top of my head when I walk into the church.
For the purposes of my own amusement.
Yeah.
What do you envision would be the worst case scenario?
Okay, the worst case scenario.
Fisticuffs at the church?
No, here's what I imagine. What I imagine is I arrive at the church and there would be like, I'm guessing that even though it's a regular church service, it's going to be loaded with people for the kid that's being christened.
That's good.
And I imagine it's going to be like her family on this side, his family on this side. Now what do? Sit in the middle of the aisle.
Nobody can tell you how to behave.
And I'm sure it's not going to come to that. But these are the paranoid thoughts that I'm having.
The way those things go. In most churches, it's obviously a Protestant service of some kind, right?
Hey, listen, I'm Father of the Year. I don't even know what freaking religion she is.
Okay. Well, what it is usually...
That's how little... I mean, I know she believes in God, so I've not said to her...
Sometimes the christening is you go to church and there are a lot of people at church, and the families are there, and then when they have the christening, the certain members of the family come up. You can kind of hide and just be there for it, and she'll know you're there.
And then what I'm wondering is, like, afterwards, the milling around afterwards.
Yes.
I mean, what do? Go to the car and hide?
No.
Right? What do you walk around? Hey, hi. Maybe you've heard of me.
Wow.
I'm the foul-mouthed disc jockey. Hi, it's me.
You certainly have a right to be there.
Mr. U-Haul. I know I do, and I've been invited.
Right.
And this is just my own private...
I know what you're talking about. They usually have like a little reception where everybody stands outside, or in some cases in churches, you go down the stairs into the little church hall for the coffee.
And I know they're going to have like a punch and cookies thing.
You go to that.
Of course I go to that. Of course
punch is good.
I'll just, sit there in the corner.
I don't think that'll happen.
It's not like you can't handle a little controversy.
I know.
I think you'll be drawn. Somebody will draw you into it. That's what I think will happen.
Okay.
I understand you're dreading it, but I think you're going to do okay.
And it's not that I'm dreading. I'm anxious.
Yeah,
right. I'm anxious about it.
You know what might help? What really might help?
What, drinking?
No. Wear a leather jacket.
And wouldn't that be
Wear a biker jacket.
Wouldn't that be wonderful if I show up bombed?
Hi.
Look at the cute little baby. It's the only thing in my whole life that I've never abused. But it'd be the first time I decide I can't handle it. I got to get drunk. And then also I'm just not uptight this weekend, but Big Frida is coming down to house sit. And that's great. I like having Big Frida around. But part of what she's going to be doing while I'm gone is she's going to be cleaning out some of Frida's stuff. And, I'm just not cool with that. I'm very glad she's doing it.
Right.
What?
Nothing.
No, what?
Nothing.
No, you were going to say...
I wasn't going to say no. I mean, that's tough.
Well, yeah. So, because there's a room full of stuff that's just sitting there, and it's like, what am I going to do? I go through a purse. How do I know what purse was important?
Shoes.
She had goddamn 85 pairs of shoes. Right. I mean, what are you going to do with those? Right?
Right.
So.
No, that's tough. That's very difficult.
So anyway, it's nice that Big Frida's coming down to take care of that. I just wish that everything wasn't happening.
You know what I think? I think you should bring, when you go to the christening, you should bring a stretch Hummer. Were you planning on taking like a regular rental car?
Now, to be honest, I got to tell you,
with the Al Chervik,
there is
just drive up with the Al Chervik horn.
There is the part of me when I did speak to Carol about the lady at the travel place. Do you want just a regular? I said, make it a town car. Make it
a town car.
Make it a town car. Right. What the hell? Let me knock their socks off. Let me pull up in
a stretch Hummer with spinners.
Pull up in my Alamo rental town car.
A stretch Hummer with spinners, but it's got to have the Al Chervik horn that goes.
So anyway, I'll give you the report. I'm sure I'm blowing things out of proportion. I'm sure it will be a wonderful weekend, but I am totally flipped out about it.
Do you have a fedora to wear?
Everybody looks good in
a chicken suit. Or no, even better. Figure out what denomination is, whatever the religion is. You dress as one of the clergy members.
Robes.
And you just stand up there like one of those imposters at a game.
And a big tall
that guy that used to show up as a Yankee.
And listen, here's the one thing that I really can't say to anybody, because who am I to say, especially now, walking late to the party, glad to be a part of the party. It's an hour time difference.
Right.
Minnesota from the East Coast.
Right.
Which means I'm already giving up.
Here we go.
My entire Sunday to be at this.
That's right.
And I'm fine with that. That's great. But
what time is the service?
12:30.
Which is really 1:30.
1:30.
Right.
Which means really
kickoff is
no kickoff.
Everything is toast.
Right. No, nothing with the early games. God, I hope at the church they've got a TV with rabbit ears somewhere.
How about the Rudy phone?
Yeah.
Not the Rudy phone, the Rudy TV, the beer can TV.
I could not show up like Rudy did at Rob's wedding. Rudy Marsky showed up with a Coors Light beer can that was a TV set so he could watch his beloved Wisconsin
And he had
Badgers.
the antenna. He had the antenna on it, too.
Yeah, extended.
No, I will not do that during my grandchild's christening.
Always know that my Uncle Dana pulled into the parking lot for my wedding and saw Rudy apparently asleep. In his car, looking at a can of beer. He said, "Who is that guy?" And I said, "Oh, it's Rudy." He said, "Oh, okay."
America's guest took his job very seriously.
Yes, he did.
Anyway, I'm sure it will be a very wonderful weekend, and I'll report back to you on Monday with what happens.
Good.
But it's like the most uncomfortable thing, and I know that this is part of getting through any situation. You got to face it head on and just say it's not going to be as bad as I think it will.
No, and at the end of the day, I think you're ahead of the game.
You'll be happy.
Just dealing with that, no matter what happens, you're going to have a good relationship with your daughter.
I would just be more comfortable hiding.
I know, but you can't do that this weekend.
Have you thought about the Michael Jackson thing?
Oh, the disguise thing.
Who is that man with the huge wig and the black sunglasses?
Dark glasses.
Yeah, no, I would get the Groucho thing. I would get the glasses that have the nose and the mustache on it. So anyway, that's
could always pretend you're blind.
That's it.
Yeah, the automatic sympathy.
Where are
Bingo.
you? Except I'm afraid, that would be, you're blind. Serves you right. Serves you right, you bastard.
But how great would it be pulling up in your town car and getting out blind?
With the stick.
See, he does very well.
Have you not seen Daredevil or Blind Justice?
It's a miracle.
It's possible.
These navigation systems are great.
It's freaking possible.
Pay very careful attention to your navigation system.
And that is the biggest load of crap. The navigation systems in cars, the GPS ones, they're great. Yeah. But like in my car, it's got the thing you got to, before you can turn it on, you've got to press a button that's like their disclaimer that says, I promise to keep my eyes on the road, and then you press a little button that says, I agree. Now,
hate that.
The problem is, when you're out driving, and you're trying to see, you're right, where the street is, and you're looking at that thing going like, am I on Route 67? And then you go, oh, crap, I pressed the I agree button.
Yeah, and how many people have run into poles by hitting the I agree button?
I don't know.
When you're sitting there reaching over to go, I agree, could be a little dangerous. I agree. Boom. Jesus.
Was that a pedestrian?
Mm-hmm.
But I like the navigation systems.
Sure, why not? They're
I like
great.
those. I think they're wonderful. I only wish that they weren't made by the people like MapQuest, who went out apparently 15 years ago
Yeah, really.
and found out where all the major streets are.
In this area, it just doesn't cut it.
Oh, and I mean, now since I've been traveling a little bit, I mean, it's everywhere you go.
Right.
It's like you put in an address and it says, go right here. And then all of a sudden, for instance, when I was in Minneapolis last weekend, I was stuck downtown. All I knew is that I see the football stadium, and I'm trying to get out of downtown. So I pressed the address that I want to go.
Right.
It's got the never lost thing in this, which is a crock. You're never lost. So I put in the address, and it goes, calculating route.
Right,
and then it
good.
goes, got your route. And it says, make a left-hand turn. And I got to where you made a left-hand turn, and the road ended. And they just had a picture on the screen of the road ending.
No voice that says,
no,
you've arrived at your destination.
No. It said, make a left-hand turn.
Right.
I made a left-hand turn. It was a one-way street that ended up really with a gigantic warehouse in front of it and railroad tracks. And I looked on the picture on the screen, and sure as hell, it was like no one had bothered to upgrade the fact that there was a way around that, so you didn't drive into the ghettos of Minneapolis.
Little voice comes out and says, good luck.
You should send a thank you note to my wife, who is responsible for much of the mapping in this area.
Yes, Rob's wife is what is known as a cartographer.
And she did a great job.
Just didn't sweat the details.
Super job.
Well, she's doing the best she can. She's busy.
Right.
She has things to do.
She actually, if you get the one that she designed, it only has here in Washington, the Beltway.
That's it, and it's mostly round.
That's just like one big circle.
So anyway, I'm happy and I'm nervous about that. I'll let you know what's going on there.
Very good.
On Monday's episode, we'll let you know what's happening. And then I flipped out because my phone is broken.
Yeah.
And now my cell phone, because I'm going to be traveling, my cell phone is like now a payphone. It only accepts incoming calls.
Yeah, and you got that fancy phone.
Yeah, well, that fancy schmancy, in a nice $1 bill. No, I know you're making a joke, but I'm really pissed. It's an expensive phone.
I know.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. I swear to God, on the way in today, it was just going beep, 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 beep. So I stopped and took the battery out, put it back in, and now it turns on, but I get nothing in the screen where you're supposed to see stuff. And the number 7, the number 3, and the number 4 keys are disabled. So if I have to call anybody that has a 7, a 3, or a 4 on the phone number, forget it, I'm screwed. However...
Just trying to remember my number.
However, everybody can call me, because it does accept calls.
Right.
I just won't be able to call out.
You want us to call?
Oh, constantly. And especially Sunday.
Yes.
Like around 12:30.
But every 20 minutes?
Yeah, every 20 minutes. Just maybe. Maybe we'll have to have like a code thing.
That'll work really well. Yeah. If you're worried about endearing yourself to people, bring the cell phone into the service and have it ring about 3 times.
Yeah, with my faggot Batman ring.
Right.
Okay. Sorry, went on there. Prattled on.
You feel better?
Enjoyed it.
No, I don't.
Okay, you're going to have to wait till the weekend's over.
Still like sex more than cake, though.
Not me. Bring it on. God, mocha.
Okay, one call. Because all the lines are ringing, we've not answered any of them. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Don and Mike.
Yes, hi.
Buzz, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hey, I just wanted to call, and I'm the winner of the Boston Red Sox Yankee extravaganza, and the YouTube concert.
What Red Sox Yankees extravaganza?
Oh, Jesus.
You had a contest when you were gone.
Yeah, may I jump in here, sir?
Yeah, what is this, Rob?
It was the giveaway while you guys were gone, and he won tickets to a Sox-Yankees game, and also U2 tickets in Boston.
All right.
And I just wanted to call and tell you that it was a great time. I thought of you guys while I was out drinking beers in Fenway, and watching the concert, and just wanted to thank you for a great time.
Very, very nice.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Why do you sound so sad?
Well, I'm at work.
That explains it. Good answer.
That's enough. Me too. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike on the Edge, 1550.
That's why the bosses sent me out here.
Right.
They wanted me to make sure none of the other crews robbed the joint. Like these two balloon heads over here. They were going to try to bang us out of 200 grand? Yeah, right, I'm sure.
The Don and Mike Show. Your destination for disappointment. The Don and Mike Show.
All right, now we got a bunch of stuff to get to. We got the Friday favorite to get to. Yay! I'll make sure we have time for that. This is where we pick up on all of the loose ends from the week.
Right.
I'm just going to wait on the internet. We just wait on the internet message boards until next week.
Okay.
We've got some funny messages that people were posting about us.
Very good.
On various websites.
Interesting commentary about our show.
Yeah, but I'll wait because it's too good. It's there's a lot of sites about our show, and there are a lot of sites that aren't about our show where we get mentioned anyway.
Right.
And anyway, we have almost like a clipping service now.
Oh, good. We should.
Where we actually have somebody who goes to the sites and finds the stuff that's funny that we might want to talk about on the air.
Funny. That's great.
Anyway, what we're trying to do with some of this email that we're getting from these various message boards is to find the people. Of course, it's impossible because nobody ever signs their real name.
Right.
One of them we were just working on. It's not going to pan out today. We don't have enough time. I don't know which site it was on, and I hesitate to even say the name. I'm not going to say the names of them.
Yeah, better not.
But it was on one of them that Beth Ann was showing me where it was, and this is a recurring theme, that, Frida dying was karma. Because, first, I'm such a jerk, and also because I've wished death on so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I would love to do, and this is what we're trying to do, I find that funny. I really do. And I would like to get one of these people on the air to say, seriously, because that is such an absolute just... Take whatever I said once or twice and just make a blanket statement about it.
Right.
How many people have I really wished death on? And in the context of doing a show, if I got mad at somebody and I said, I wish you were dead, do you think I really meant that I wish that they were dead?
Yeah, that's the perspective that people don't seem to have.
But there are some emails with people on these boards where they've left their names. And what we're trying to do is get a hold of one of these people. Not because I want to argue with them and not because I want to play the death card with them. I just really want to talk to one of these people one of these times to say, it's really funny. Tell me who I wished death on and how I wished it on them seriously. And if that's the case, if it's finally payback, how come it just happened now?
I want to know if these same people believe New Orleans got flooded because God doesn't like Mardi Gras.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
If you took that one step further, the people that are saying it's bad karma will get bad karma for saying that about you.
That's right.
So they contradict themselves immediately by doing that. Anybody that would write that kind of thing, that is, and you laugh at it, and you've toughened up on it.
I'm past, like 3 months ago, where I was upset about it. Now I'm not mad about this stuff. And I've even got someone to go to the
But you understand my logic with that.
Yes.
If these people believe in that, then they have just brought down, in fact... On the karma scale,
that's right.
They're bringing more bad karma on themselves.
Not that I want to invite any more arguing into this show than we already have, but it is a segment that we are going to do in the future where we are going to confront some of our email friends who either email us to our website, DonnaMikeWebsite.com, or to some of the other message boards. If we can track them down, and it's not going to be a question of giving out names and addresses.
No, they have to give us their permission to come on the show. So, I mean, if they want to come on, we're going to do it.
If you're one of these guys, and Beth Ann found one guy who's been like on 50 different message boards, and she's tracked down who the guy is. Where it's like, well, his wife is dead because he wished celebrities were dead. Okay.
That's how God works.
Hold on a second.
We never wished celebrities dead, really. We had a great deal of fun with some of them when they died.
And to be honest, I've only wished listeners dead.
Right.
That's right.
Ha-ha.
There you go.
And if you're writing that stuff about me on the internet, I wish you were dead. Now what? What do you think? My son will be killed this weekend?
That's, the thing is...
I mean, really, I don't mean... Right. That's what I... Listen. Something has happened in me that over the last 3 months that when Frida first died, I was pissed and I was mad. I wanted to scream about invasion of my privacy. Now what I really would like to do with some of these people, because I got a strong enough skin about this, some of this crap, I just would one day like to have a real discussion with somebody about.
Really get inside their heads if they can.
I mean, really.
But do you think?
But I know that there's just trolls who write on message boards, so I know it's impossible, which is why even the couple people that we've contacted have always said, no, I don't want to go on the air because he's got the advantage.
But do you really think that your odds would be overwhelming of having a normal discussion with somebody that would write that on a message board?
No, and I know that. But see...
But entertaining.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I don't want to turn this into the Jerry Springer show.
No.
But now that I see... I mean, there's a lot of people really spending a lot of energy writing about little old me.
Yeah.
And about how little old me and my loss, how it's just God slapping me in the face.
Wow. It's pretty nice that they have the pipeline. Yeah. That they understand the way it all works.
But anyway, we are working on getting one. That's going to be a new segment. I'm sorry we spent a lot of time talking about that.
Right.
That's just going to be a new segment, a weekly segment that hopefully will not just revolve around that, but it's just going to be hate mail. It's going to be hate mail, but to have a real hate mail segment, you've got to be on the other end of the line, and it can't just be like the idiots that want to call in and copycat fight with us. So don't be sending us a bunch of hate mail now to the website, because now we know you're going to be doing it just to get our attention.
No, that's we'd know. We'd recognize that in a heartbeat.
Don't try to bait us.
And besides, we've got 4 or 5 just super ones. I mean, and I only use myself as an example because, frankly, because that's what a lot of them we're finding are about. But there's plenty about you, Mike.
Oh, sure.
That I know you would like to talk about as well.
I know that I've got my my foibles, and I know that people take advantage of that. And
it's great. It's that's the thing that I can say.
Can we have him come in studio?
I know that I have turned a corner on this thing with Frida, because now I'm not mad anymore.
Right.
Now we've got somebody looking for him, and it's like, man, that's funny. I would really like to discuss, especially with this one guy who's all over all of these different boards. How does this work?
We want to hear
First,
more.
Tell me.
So are we not supposed to get mad when we get these people on?
Well, see, that's the magic of it, Mike.
Who knows?
Like Beth Ann was saying to me, well, this could turn into something awful. I said, bingo. Bingo. So anyway, thinking about it for the future. And if you can, if you're going to be on one of these message boards, please use your real name and your address.
Wow. That's going to happen.
Once again, your odds are very good.
We want to contact you.
We want to contact you.
We want to contact you.
Give us your name, your address, and the names of your children.
Because, as you know, that's how I've made my entire pathetic career, is just wishing death on people.
That's right.
I've been in radio for 35 years, and from the very first day, that's all I've done is wish death and mayhem on people. So God knows
That's why in certain circles of the broadcast business, you're known as Charles Bronson.
That's why I'm getting what I deserve.
Death wish Geronimo.
Right now. My wife was taken away because I've told a listener that I wish they were dead.
Yeah.
He only gets what he deserves.
Hey!
I can't wait.
I know, because I talk to God.
I like that, because now my knife is sharp. I'm ready for you now.
Good.
Will there be prizes?
Bring it on. The prize will be for the listeners, Buzz.
Very good.
The prize is with the listeners. Now,
I can work up a prize for those email people.
Now, very quickly, here are a bunch of things that I wanted to discuss this week. We're not going to have time to discuss.
In fact, we could work cake into it again. Mike decorates the cake.
Here we go. First, Tom Cruise, as you know, has knocked up, what's her name? Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
Did you know that in the religion of Scientology, first off, she is allowed no drugs while she's having the baby.
Right.
It's just got to be natural.
Right.
Also,
she's going to thank him for that.
She is not allowed to scream. She is not allowed to talk.
Good luck with that.
During childbirth. This is the Scientology way. Also, the way of Scientology says the first 7 days that you have the baby, after the woman's delivered the baby and you've not spoken in the delivery room because that causes trauma to the child, you're also not allowed to speak to the child for the first 7 days.
That's whacked.
I am not making this up.
I had no idea.
From a normally sensible religion.
This is from, well, of course, it's from L. Ron Hubbard in the book Dianetics. I hope I pronounced
That's amazing.
That correctly.
Yeah, it is Dianetics.
And
7 days you can't speak to your... God.
So, I did research on this today, and because I didn't believe it, right? So I did a Google search, and here you go. Kelly Preston, or as Regis would say, Preston Kelly, Red Book Magazine. She screamed for an epidural while she was giving birth at home. John Travolta said, John Travolta said, shh, quiet. It was very hardcore. It was also very hardcore and very tough, not speaking to our newborn baby for 7 days.
Oh, wow. And I would think the kid would be frightened when you finally do speak.
Man, oh man, that's tough. That's very difficult.
Listen, that's something I wanted to discuss this week. We didn't have time. Just like the emails. We'll get to all of this next week.
Carrie didn't speak to me for the first 7 days of marriage.
Now, Mike, who's our boss at CBS?
Les Moonves?
Yes. And he loves us, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He's really behind us. I love reading stuff about Les Moonves. For instance, in the New York Times over the weekend, CBS, although they are as Jim Nantz would say, America's most watched network.
America's most watched network, guys.
The network news ratings stink for CBS.
Yeah.
And Dan Rather went nuts, so they got Bob Schieffer doing the news now.
I like Bob Schieffer.
And they don't know what they're going to do. Here is I've been saving this quote for 2 weeks to read this to you. It is Les Moonves who's talking to the New York Times. He wants to make the CBS Evening News, and now I'm going to just read the quote as it is. Mm-hmm. I'm going to peppy it up. I'm going to make it a bit more like MTV. After all, there is something called Naked News on cable in England that features a woman giving the news as she's getting undressed.
All right, I'm liking it so far.
Then, on the other hand, you have 2 boring people in America sitting behind a desk. Our new CBS newscast will be somewhere in between.
Between total nudity and sitting behind a desk?
That's what the man says.
Way to go, Les.
That is what the man says.
Les Moonves.
With Bob Schieffer.
Bob Schieffer naked.
Wearing no pants.
Also, I'm just going to give you this rapid fire.
Here's the news tonight.
They did the paternity test, and Wesley Snipes is not the daddy of a crack baby.
Snipes.
We used to have his voicemail, and that's all. Yeah. It would just go, Spikes.
Snipes is not available.
And then what did I say? Spikes? I meant Snipes. Mm-hmm. God, so much stuff. Let me see. Martha Stewart. Now, her life, in my estimation, although she's done a great job of rallying since she's come out of out of prison,
rallying into those sucky TV shows.
Yeah, I mean, everything she's done is an abortion. All the new TV shows are awful. Mm-hmm. I was telling Rob or somebody the other day, maybe I was telling Mike, when we talk about TV, I'm sorry, guys, I forget who I'm telling. But they're doing a thing on the Today Show where Martha Stewart's going to be on Plugging the Apprentice. Mm-hmm. And she's standing outside the studios. And she cannot hear what Katie Couric and Matt Lauer are saying. Oh. And they're saying, in the next half hour, Martha Stewart is going to show us how to simple tree bark and turn it into a wonderful Halloween surprise. And it's just a shot of her outside and obviously said, Martha, you're on camera. Fan, but God, it's a tight band, and for the whole hour, it's just you two.
Yep. It was a really great use of television. It really was. And they even got Bono and The Edge to do in the year 2000.
Yeah. Wow.
Which was very, very funny.
First time since Dick Cavett that a whole show's been dedicated to a single performer.
Way to go, fellow artist. With your man, Dick Cavett.
Well, he's the man.
So anyway, U2 is great. So Paul McCartney is getting these calls from Bono.
Mm-hmm. So Bono's calling Paul McCartney.
But they're ringing back and forth. They're playing phone tag. As it turns out, Bono wants to tell Paul McCartney that Michael Jackson needs money so bad that Paul McCartney should buy back the Beatles catalog. Mm-hmm. Paul McCartney says, I'm not worried about it because in a matter of years, it's going to come back to me anyway. When the
deal is up,
when the deal is up there, it's going to come back to me anyway. Then I'm reading on this site, popbitch.com. It's a UK site.
Right.
Then it says, after Paul McCartney talks about this, he mentions that he gets in an elevator with Peg, with his new wife.
Right.
Okay. And here's the song that's playing in the elevator.
Yeah.
The song that's playing in the elevator, and it's not a Muzak version. It's the Beatles.
Right.
Get Back. Heather Mills says, is that you? And Paul McCartney, I got a tape of this somewhere, but I don't know. I've lost it like everything. He says, yes, darling. I said, the song called Get Back. It's actually quite famous.
Wow. She didn't know.
No. See, I don't believe that, Buzz.
Oh.
Like I'm supposed to believe that this chick has never heard Get Back by the Beatles.
Get back to where you want.
They're in an elevator, and it's not even a Muzak version.
How old is she?
She's as old as he is.
No, she's not.
35?
Well, still, 45 you'd know.
She 45 you'd know Get Back.
I think 35.
35 you might not know. 35 you might not know Get Back. Really.
I'm 35.
Yes.
Well,
yeah, but you know Al Jolson.
That's
right.
true.
Do you think he uses a rubber mic?
No.
I don't think he has to.
Yeah.
I think you do, though.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you got it going on.
Okay.
I think Ringo probably doesn't have to wear rubber either.
Probably not.
And we know that John and George know.
But I'll tell you what I do like Ringo. I'd love to get that bear suit from the wine cooler ads, which I'll never let him live down.
Okay, that's all. There's other stuff, but we'll get to it all on Monday. Okay, that's
good.
That's all of that I had. One random call, and then we'll get right to the Friday favorite. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yes, I would like to wish Buzz a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. He's right here.
Go ahead.
He's right here.
Turn your radio down, please, and go ahead.
Okay.
Any day now, honey.
Oh, happy birthday, Buzz.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it.
How is she?
Would you be more comfortable on your back?
That was the U.S.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, right.
That was the real U.S.
That was the urinal slut. When'd you know? The one random call.
Happy birthday, Buzz.
Hi, Buzz. I love you, Buzz.
Radio turned up.
I love you, Buzz. I'll meet you in the bathroom.
Okay, that's it for me. Friday thing coming up.
Fine.
This is the Don and Mike Show. Don and Mike Show.
Let's take a call. Cape, California. Hello.
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
Don Imus. How you doing today? Love your radio show. Can you tell me what happened to Don and Mike in New York City? If they're not on live anymore?
Are they back on? They were taken off for a while. Are they on or out of... Not on the air in New York, Don?
Don and Mike?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether they're on or not. Well,
Don and Mike are on. They're on in Washington, right? Don and Mike. I
think that's where they originated from, yeah.
Yeah. Las Vegas, hello.
The Don and Mike Show. They'll suck the power out of ye. Don and Mike.
Well, obviously we're going to be doing some Larry today, but we love Larry, and it's a new angle on Larry.
All right.
That Mike has been honing and refining. I'll just tell you before we get, and you're already slumping, assuming the posture, assuming the position.
Yep.
Monday on the show. Are you ready?
Great big fart.
Al Roker.
Wow.
It's game time now on Jay.
Wow. You know, we hardly ever get real big guests.
Sure.
And anyway.
Great big fart.
To pre-promote that, Al Roker, we'll ask him all about the inside doings on the Today Show.
Hi.
Well, here's Curious Larry. Hey, Larry.
Hi, Don. We're just, I'd like to share with all of you, your listening audience, that we're doing something special. It's the Larry King Live Show on the Don and Mike Show. We're going to be talking with all the principals and the people that are part of the show, and we're going to give all your listeners a little perspective as to exactly what it is that all of you do. So without further delays, let's get right to it. Hi.
Hi, Larry.
How you doing, Don?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Yeah, you like radio.
I love it. It's my passion, yes.
You've been doing it a long time.
35 years.
It's fun. It's fun for you?
Yes, it is, Larry.
You like talking with the microphone?
No.
It's good because, you get you're heard by a lot of people. Is it satisfying, Don?
Sometimes, Larry.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah,
you take calls?
Yes, we take live calls on the show, Larry.
You enjoy that?
Not always.
Yeah, people are rude?
Well, some people are rude back.
You do rude. Do you do the rude?
I do.
You rude sometimes?
I do the rude very well.
Do you give it back?
Yeah.
If a call comes in to you, and if a call comes in to you and he's rude, you'll be rude right back.
Can I just stop and break down the third wall for a moment?
Please. Do you enjoy fun? Do you hate the sad?
If you've been watching Larry King, this new Larry King that Mike's doing, it is the most right on, because this is really now what the Larry King CNN show is like.
Right. That's your newsman?
He has stream of consciousness, and it's just a lot of questions that really don't make a lot of sense.
That's your newsman. That's Buzz.
Yes, it is.
He gives you your news.
Right. Yeah.
End of the show, right? Not the beginning?
At the end of the show, last hour.
Buzz?
Yes, hi, Larry.
News comes at the end?
At the end, yes.
Why?
That's where we like to put it.
You like to put it there?
I'm happy with it there, yes.
You put it together?
I do put it together, yes.
Do you read the newspapers? Where do you get your people call you? How do you get your news information?
No one ever calls. No, I look at a lot of newspapers.
Do you like cake?
I love cake.
It's your birthday.
It is. That's right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Larry.
Don. Yeah, so you've been doing it 20 years with the other guy?
Oh, with Mike, 20 years in December.
Whoa. That's a long time. You gotta love it, right? To do that for that long a period of time?
Yeah, but, he's got the DP.
You played records?
I played records BM before Mike.
Was that better? Or was it better now?
No, it's more fun now.
More fun now?
More fun without the records.
But you like music? Is music part of your show?
A little bit, yes, sometimes.
What kind of music do you listen to? Do you play what you listen to on your show?
Not always.
What you listen to in your car is not what you play on your radio?
Not always.
What, too obscure? Is it too obscure?
It's too faggy.
Faggy.
Too faggy.
You talk about faggots on your show? Do you? Yeah. Gay? But you joke.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're very gay friendly.
Right. Yeah.
We figured that we can make fun of gay people like we make fun of straight people.
Do you watch The Desperate Housewives?
No, Whoa. Larry, no, I don't. You know why?
Why?
I'm not a faggot.
There you go. Yeah, you joke about that?
Yeah.
Do you have gays on your program? Is there a gay on? Do you have a gay on the show?
We have a token gay, yes. His name is Homo Joe.
Homo Joe?
Yes, he's a great guy.
Funny name? Is that his name for real? That's his gag name, right? That's the gag?
Yeah, that's right.
You call him Homo Joe?
That's right.
Is that what his friends call him, or
I don't know.
Does he just do it on your show?
Just on the show. Homo kind of rhymes with Joe.
Homo Joe.
Right.
Yeah. Cheese goes on pizza, right? Yeah.
Yes, cheese goes on pizza.
So you have a Swishy Queen on your show.
Yes,
he comes on all the time. Does he enjoy it?
What?
Why do people call? you obviously berate them.
Yeah,
why do they call?
Yeah, that is the great mystery of the show, but it's what makes the show so entertaining.
They like you to yell at them. Right?
Yeah,
Isn't that when they call and you make fun and you poke the fun and they like it, right?
I believe so.
Why?
I like the poking.
The poking?
I like the poking.
You poke and prod, you pick at it, it scabs over, then you pick it again.
Yeah, Larry.
And then it removes itself completely. Yeah. Then it's just raw and irritating.
I know that your whole rap on CNN is that you don't do any prep before the interviews, but your interviewing style has become this now where you just
Do you have an 800 number? Where people call for free?
It's an 877.
So they don't have to pay.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, you get a lot of calls because of that, right? People don't want to pay.
That's right.
People like free.
Because
people like free.
People like the free.
Free pudding, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, right.
You like free.
Sure.
I do too.
I love free.
I make a lot of money. But I like the free. Cell phones or hard lines? Which do you prefer? You like the regular hard line telephones?
Yeah, sure.
From the house?
The old-fashioned kind.
From the house.
Right. Yes.
Not the cell. Because those get a little squiggly, don't they?
Squiggly.
They drop in and out with the cell.
Right.
So you like your callers to call on the regular phones, right?
On the show, yes. On hard lines, yes.
Rotary? Rotary or push button?
Push button is fine.
I hate the push button.
Why you hate the push button?
Never got used to it.
Why?
I don't like it.
Why?
It's trouble.
How's Jerry?
Jerry Lewis. Jerry. That's all I can muster with my laugh. I used to laugh very much. Now all I can do is, that's all I can get. I don't like the MD. Diseases.
Oh, right.
Bad stuff. Muscular dystrophy.
Dystrophy.
Very bad.
Good call.
Bad. Diseases. Whoa. Tough. Mm-hmm. Tough.
Do you miss Terry Schiavo? Because she was the topic of your show every night.
Terry Schiavo, yeah, she's gone.
Right.
That's a big controversy. We had the both sides of the issue. We had the people that wanted to pull the plug and the people that wanted to keep her going. That's a battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Whoa, that's tough. I tell you,
During a storm,
which way do you like to go? Do you go that way? Do you like you for the death, Don? Is that good?
Is death good? No, death is...
No, that's bad.
Yeah. Death is not good.
Tubes. Bad.
Tubes?
Tubes.
Like Cherry Shivo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She's, she's not with us anymore.
Right.
That was a battle. Whoa. Those people went head to head. Do you think it's fair to have the fights on the air with people that call? Do you think it's fair?
Yes, of course I do.
But you win all the time, right?
Yeah,
you win.
Mike and I are undefeated, yes.
You win. Yeah.
You win.
Who's this? Oh, I've heard about you. Is this the bigot?
Yes, it is.
Hi.
Hi, Larry.
Now, you make fun of minorities.
Sometimes. I make fun of everybody.
Times. But is that the way is that what, real life?
How do you mean?
Do you do it in real life? Do you hate people that look different in real life?
Explain.
Like the Jews?
What about the Jews?
I've heard a lot about you. You do that joke. They joke with you when anything gets real controversial.
Jokes are great.
That's a nice shirt.
Thank you. Do you like it?
You like the rugby?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rugby shirt.
Here's a tape we
You
play.
wear it when it's hot or when it's warm. It's raining now.
Yeah, it's wet outside.
Big rain. Lots of rain. We need it.
Here's a tape we play with Rob all the time.
It's dry.
Tell me if you find this funny or
right.
offensive.
Sure.
You really frightened those nice Jews, young man.
Not funny. I don't like that. Is that what gets you going? You like that?
That's funny.
You like Rickles?
Yes.
Don Rickles. He's funny.
Yeah, he makes jokes.
You like comedians, going to the shows?
Yeah.
You sit in the front row?
I've never been to a show, but I think they're funny.
How's Billy Crystal?
Billy's great. Billy Crystal, wonderful performer. Had a one-man show. It's on Broadway. It was all about Sundays with his family. 700 Sundays.
Yes.
Billy Crystal, legendary performer. He'll be in whatever Hall of Fame they make for people like that. He'll do it because people are great like Billy because he can tell a story. You're a storyteller.
How's Whoopi?
Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
Major talent.
How about Merv? How's Merv?
Merv's great. Still likes to laugh. Laugh is nice. Why are you interviewing me?
He's a faggot, right?
Ho! Whoa! You're interviewing me. I want to turn the tables. Bring in your producer.
Merv likes D, right?
Huh?
Merv likes D.
You talk a lot about gays. Is that the primary focus of your show?
Yes.
So you pick on them?
Hello?
No.
Hi.
Hey, come in here. Larry wants to speak with you,
Yeah, we'll do the interview. Folks, if you just tuned in, this is Larry King. I want to mention to everybody, we're doing the Don and Mike show, but it's Larry King for a day as we interview the boys on the show to give all the listeners a look. Hi.
Hello.
You Beth Ann, the producer.
I am.
You work with all men.
I do.
How is that?
Hate it.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh,
It's a strong statement.
I know.
You made the statement you hate them.
Yeah. No, I don't hate them.
You don't hate them, you hate it.
I feel alone.
It's a them. It or them. Which is it, the it or the them?
It's
You
them.
came from the South, right?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Small market radio?
Yeah, small market.
Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah.
You've been in it a long time?
Yeah, radio?
Is it tough working with a bunch of guys every day? These guys seem tough.
They are.
Are they tough guys?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. You like to wear the corduroy. Do you like corduroy?
Yes, I do.
You wear pants?
All the time.
You don't wear skirts.
Rarely.
Why?
For the same reason you don't wear skirts.
I'm a man. I don't understand. Are you Oh, it's funny. You do the joke. Do you like to joke there with a man
no.
that's he's mentally handicapped?
No, he's not.
He's not.
Not
Joe.
at all.
Not anymore. He was for a time.
Are you talking about Joe?
Yeah, Joe was never retired.
Were you in the deep South?
No, not really. North Carolina.
Any plantations? Did you have any plantations?
I didn't personally, but I'm sure there were some.
What do you like about the South? It's hot.
It is hot, but it's pretty.
Hotter than up north. North's the cool, the breezy.
Yeah, I like the breeze.
South is hot.
It is.
Is that tough?
Not really.
You don't mind the hot temperatures?
Stay inside. I stay inside.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
Sad. Water.
I know.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Mold.
Flood.
Filth.
Yeah.
Not good.
No.
Okay,
No,
now that's
they're
like the
taking out.
perfect Larry King.
Yeah.
If you watch him, it's like New Orleans, sad, water, almost like Frankenstein rationalized.
They got the sticky.
Yeah, 'cause
Mold.
water.
If you breathe it, I understand you can get sick. The mold on the
mold,
walls.
yeah.
Because the water causes it, right? The water causes the mold to come on the walls.
Yes.
And then people get sick, and they can get very sick and die. How long were you in the South?
A long time.
Why do you wear pants?
Because they're comfortable.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
I like the comfortable. I don't like to wear the ties.
Ask her about SEX.
You like vitamins?
Yeah.
You take a vitamin?
No.
No.
I should.
Yes, good for you.
Hey, Larry.
Are you iron? Is your iron good?
Ask her about...
Don, what?
Ask her about sex.
Okay, yes, sex. They talk about sex. Does that make you uncomfortable?
No.
You don't mind?
No.
It's tough, though, right? You don't have a man?
No.
Long time? Years.
Yes.
I couldn't do that.
Be without a man,
I couldn't do that. Tell us about getting busy. You get busy. They talk about everything,
I keep myself busy because
your life's an open book.
An open book.
Is your life an open book? They talk about your pleasure.
Yes.
Right?
Sometimes.
Does that hurt?
Sometimes.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Hold
People
on.
listening.
Are you talking about what we say hurting, or are you talking about what she does to herself hurting?
He hasn't asked me.
Is it true in front of a mirror? Is that hard to do?
No.
Do you have lots of mirrors? I got a lot of mirrors. Lots of them all over the house. How long have you been doing that with the mirror? Long time? You don't like talking about this, do you?
No.
That's all right.
That's okay.
Harriet Meyer is the candidate for that post.
Supreme Court.
She's smart.
They say.
Think she'll be good?
I don't know. She's never done it.
Very tough. You're tough. Are you tough?
I try to be.
Is it tough to be tough?
It is.
How long have you been tough?
How long have I been here? About a year and a half.
Is that when it started, when you worked with Don and Mike and the retarded man and
He's
Rob?
He's not retarded.
So you defend him. You defend him, but he really is, but you say he's not.
He's
Why?
not. Because he's not. He's smart. Joe is smart. Just because he answers phones for a living.
Have you ever been a judge?
No, I wish I could be, though.
Would you be on the Supreme Court? It's a difficult post.
I know.
You have it until death.
I'd like that.
Would you do it?
Pays well.
Why you talk quick? You always talk quick. It's sometimes better to talk slow.
Should I?
Would you like to?
I'll try.
You want to talk at the same time I'm talking, don't you? Is that fun? Finishing sentences. Scalia. He's a Supreme Court judge. Italian. Do you like Italian men?
Yes.
Who's your favorite?
Al Pacino.
Ah, the movie star.
Yes.
He's funny.
He's talented.
Good actor. Great actor.
Yes.
You ever see The Godfather?
Yes.
Ooh, powerful.
Scary.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Real fun.
Sad.
Do you like Italian men in real life? Have you dated Italians?
No.
Who do you like? Poles? Irish?
Polish people?
Who do you like to date as a man? Your type. What's your type? You've been very lonely. It's been a bit of time since you've dated. You like older men, right? Did you date an older man, or you were interested in an older man with a fiance or something?
Yes.
That's got to be tough.
It is tough.
Sad.
It's mainly sad.
Yeah. Pacino's at my 7th wedding.
He has a new movie coming out.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about that. We're talking about you.
Larry.
Folks, if you just tuned in, this is Larry King Live on Don and Mike Live. Beth Ann McBride's our guest. She's backing away from the microphone. We're trying to understand why she doesn't have a man. She seems very personable.
One caller. We have a challenger, right, B.A.?
Yes, we have a champion.
We need what? We have a champion. We need a challenger.
Tom Cruise having a baby. What a mitzvah. That's a blessing.
Yes.
877-365-3636 if you would like to play the game.
News Hour with Aaron Brown coming up soon, and we'll be talking with Beth Ann McBride. Why no man, Don? Why no man in her life? She's not gay, right? She seems to like men.
I think she does.
Why so lonely?
Have you spent any time with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad. Sad girl. I wish her the best. Yeah. I hope she gets on with her life, gets a man. It'd be fun. Is it the intensity of the job? Does she give it all to a job? Is that why?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Ooh, whoa. Yeah. Lonely.
Yeah.
That's tough. You having fun now? You look like you're happy. You enjoying it? Yeah. Radio's her lover, no?
Yes.
I just said no.
Yes, no.
Yes, bonjour. We'll come back with the Don and Mike Show. Call. They like the calls. You heard it.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Hi. Let me take this opportunity to say hi to Chance and Cannon. Now entering the studio is the host of, no, I'm sorry, you threw me for a loop.
Here we go.
Don't talk about that condom thing. Let's welcome our challenger. She's from Spokane, Washington. Her name is Joyce Woodard.
Hi there, Joyce.
Hello, how are you?
We're doing great, thank you.
Now entering the studios, our returning champion. His total so far is $76. He's 42, and he's a probation officer. Let's say hi to Todd Elliott from Bakersfield.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, Leah.
Hi there. Being a returning low-budget Jeopardy champion, Todd, how has this changed your life?
Oh, you can't imagine. You
Thank
can't
you.
imagine. I was approached by everybody on the street.
Yes, we'll have to.
Wow. All right. Questions and prizes coming up. Let's please welcome the host of Low Budget Jeopardy, Todd and Joyce. Don't screw with OQ. Let's welcome Alex Trebek-Geronimo.
Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, you're a good boy.
And here are your categories. We'll go with 3 categories this week, and they would be Best Week Ever.
You like games. You like the games?
How did they do themselves in? And Go Bananas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Good for you.
So your categories are Best Week Ever.
Best Week Ever.
How did they do themselves in? And Go Bananas.
Go Bananas. Let's play the game, and we're going to start with Joyce. She's the lady.
Yeah, Joyce, go.
I will take Best Week Ever.
Best Week Ever. They're having a baby, and the worst thing is, it's alive.
Who is Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes?
Correct.
You're on the board. $1, Joyce. Select again on the board.
I will take Best Week Ever for $2.
15-year-old, almost 16-year-old golf who's turned pro.
Who is Michelle Wee?
Right. Can I tell you something about her? I know that she's not even old enough to drive yet. In a few years, I would like to go wee all the way on.
Yeah.
With Michelle Wee.
She's attractive.
She is.
Korean.
Chinese.
Same.
Agreed.
Good. Joyce, select again.
I'll take How Did They Do Themselves In?
You got to finish Best Week Ever.
Oh, I have to finish. Okay.
Here we go.
Best Week Ever for 3.
Bush's latest Supreme Court nominee.
Who is Harriet Myers?
Wow. See, now, where were you last week? We had those 2 absolute dopes playing this game. Very well done, Joyce.
Bush. Pressure. Huh? Wow. Tough job, President. Joyce, you're in control. Select again, please.
Okay. How did they do themselves in for 1?
Here we go. Mr. Kurt Cobain.
Drug overdose.
Todd, it's your chance to steal.
Shotgun. What is shotgun?
That was not in the form of a question. But you're right, yeah.
So close. Joyce, that means you're in control. You have to select another.
He did shoot himself. That was correct.
Yeah.
Joyce.
Okay. How did they do themselves in for 2?
Former host of the Family Feud, Ray Combs.
What is Todd himself?
Todd, your chance to steal. Joyce has reached a roadblock.
What is a drug overdose?
No.
If you remember, he hung himself in his bathroom.
Sad. Tough job game showing. Joyce, you're in control.
Okay, well, I'm on a roll here, so how did they do themselves in for 3?
Robert Young.
Robert Young. What is a drug overdose?
No.
Todd, your chance to steal.
What is a carbon monoxide?
There you go.
Way to go.
That's right.
Yeah, stuck the thing to the exhaust, shut the garage.
Father did not know best.
And he went out, right?
Yeah.
Tough way to go. Do you sleep?
No, I don't think it's a tough way to go.
No, you fall asleep,
yeah,
right? No headache?
It's a gentle way to go.
Good. Todd, you're in control.
Let's go bananas for 1.
Go Bananas. America's favorite brand of bananas.
What is Chiquita?
Oh, negative.
Joyce, your chance to steal. Dole.
Yes, Dole, right. Yes, right. Bob Dole Bananas.
They make that. They make Dole makes the bananas?
Yes, they do, and it's the most...
I know they make the pineapples.
It's the best-selling banana in America.
Not Chiquita.
Not Chiquita.
With the hat?
That's right, Larry.
All right, Joyce, you're in.
Go bananas for 2.
A cluster of bananas is is called this.
What is a pod?
Todd.
What is
funny?
What is a bunch?
No,
it's technically go to your grocer. It's called a hand.
A hand?
It's not a bunch.
Really?
It's called a hand. Am I right?
Why?
Am I right, Mr. Safeway? Yes, it's a hand.
Not a herd?
A hand.
That's Cookie.
I learned so much here.
Cobain. Courtney Love.
Dead.
Right?
In rehab.
Yeah, Coke. Joyce,
Joyce.
You're in control.
Okay. Go bananas for 3.
Go bananas. Final question on the big board. The average American's consumption per year of bananas in pounds, please.
What is 10 pounds?
Todd, your chance to steal. Big opportunity.
What is 5 pounds?
No. Would you believe this? 28 pounds of bananas a year, the average person.
Whoa! That's serious. That's a lot of bananas. Don't do it at one time. Fill you up. Feel all gooey. Joyce, you're in control.
Oh, that's it, Larry.
Oh, that's the end of the first round of Low Budget Jeopardy. We're going on to the final now.
Yes,
and we're going to see if Joyce and Todd can stay with it.
Good guys, your category.
See who's going to get the big win.
Your category is art. Did you have refineries in the New Orleans area?
Oh, boy.
Your category is art. And here's the answer, kids. Ancient Chinese artists. Oh, ancient Chinese artists.
You make fun of the Chinese?
Sure.
Yeah. Boy.
Ancient Chinese artists would never paint this part of a woman's body. All right? Good luck Googling that one. Ancient Chinese artists would never paint this part of a woman's body. Don't forget to answer in the form of question and good luck.
All contestants on Low Budget Jeopardy, folks, this is Larry King, will receive Larry King bone replacement therapy. Folks, 6 years ago, I began shrinking. My doctor told me my bones were going away. My bone loss was off the charts. When my shoulder blades began to touch, I found that I had to do something. That's when I discovered new Larry King bone replacement therapy, an extraordinary mixture of exotic herbs and glue that's guaranteed to replace bone loss. Get it today and stop shrinking. Now back to Final Low Budget Jeopardy with Alex Trebek-Geronimo.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Don.
When your shoulder blades started touching.
That's bad. Bad. Sore all the time.
All right, Todd. Here we go. Todd, Big Head Todd and the Monsters. Todd, category is art. Ancient Chinese artists would never paint this part of a woman's body.
What is her face?
No. That drops you down to 0.
Negative. Here you go. Joyce, you're the big wiener if you've got the right answer.
What is her derriere?
Her ass?
No. That means they both lose money.
Yes, they do.
They're out of there.
The answer, incidentally, feet. The feet. That means it's too bad that Alan Linewand is not here anymore. You knew him, didn't you, Larry?
Good guy. Great guy.
He loved saving money. We're not giving away any money today.
Afraid.
He was very afraid.
Yeah, timid guy.
That means, let me see, Todd, you keep the money you won before. Joyce, you'll get the better prize, and Todd can have one of the other prizes. Anyway, here's Larry to tell you more. Larry.
All right, first of all, both of you have won WWE No Mercy prize packs. Don't miss WWE No Mercy, live this Sunday only on in-demand pay-per-view. Call your local Comcast or Cox cable system now to order. Digital customers enjoy easy ordering using your digital remote. You like the wrestling?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, you both got it. Thanks for playing, and so long. Good game. Boy. That was tough. Did you enjoy it, Joyce?
I had a wonderful time. It was a dream come true.
Were you nervous?
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, you did fine.
Thank you.
And Todd, you've been here before. You weren't nervous, right?
No, not at all. I just sucked.
Nervous is tough. Thank you.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You like the greasy? Don't hang up.
Okay.
The producer, without the man, needs to talk to you. She's got to get a date.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
Him.
He made it up.
It's the birthday boy.
Right.
Hey, how old are you, 65?
That's what they're saying.
Age is tough.
We'll get that tape. We had a tape made for you, Buzz, for your big 65th birthday. What is your lead story tonight on the news and comments, Buzz?
Tonight, the search for the baby buggy bomber and the Rolling Stones worry about a bigger bang.
Oh, scary in the subway. subways.
You
huh?
notice he had a lot of B's in there.
Oh, yeah.
Alliteration, they call
A lot of B's. You do that. Is that how you joke?
Sometimes.
They
Not
tell
always.
the jokes. You make the words sound funny.
I try not to do it all the time.
Tough.
Occasionally, I like
Boy.
This is for you, Buzz.
The 65th annual celebration of the birth of talented radio newsman and noted baritone, Michael Sean Patrick Elston.
Yeah. I remember.
Big fart.
I remember when I was 65.
Yeah.
He's a kid.
That's right.
He's a kid. Get married, have babies.
Stay tuned for the news and comments. That was very
professional.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show. Coming up, handsome man recaps news in pleasing baritone. Stay tuned for this and more.
Notoriously Unco, Don and Mike.
right. Buzz tonight.
Yes.
Let me see.
The 65th annual celebration of the birth of talented radio newsman and noted baritone, Michael Sean Patrick Elston.
There you go. That's for you. And now here's Buzz, birthday boy Buzz with the news. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. Thanks. And New Yorkers are headed home from work as usual, and still no sign of the baby buggy bomber. They went to work today after the mayor told them there was a credible threat targeting the subway system and today and for the next several days. The bomb, they were told, would be carried in a stroller. I've long believed strollers would be the death of us all.
Stop it.
But so far, no one has died. As one commuter summed it up, the cops have it under control. It certainly looked that way at certain parts of the subway, swarming with officers and National Guard troops, some shipped in from New Jersey and Connecticut. But while people were being asked to carry fewer bags on board, Homeland Security in Washington was saying it doubted the credibility of the threat.
This is typical. This is exactly what's happening.
For some reason, that wasn't good enough for New York's Mayor Bloomberg, who said, and I quote, "We will spare no resource, we will spare no expense." For a while today, part of Penn Station was shut down as officials pondered a clear soda bottle filled with some mysterious green liquid.
Oh.
The liquid's now in a lab being tested, and Penn Station
That's
reopened.
a man who's sick.
I went to the bathroom.
A couple of lines were shut down this evening because of an abandoned bag, but still no sign of trouble. The Washington Monument, in fact, was shut down for a brief period at the start of our show today, and nothing was found there either.
But ain't that
was
really just the way that it is?
Right.
That regardless if it's a credible threat or not.
Disagreement.
You know, you've got New York holding a press conference where they're saying, be on alert, and meanwhile the government's saying, we've not heard anything about
My
it.
money's on New York. Don't you agree? I mean, really, Bloomberg, go ahead, do
If
it.
I were a New Yorker, I would trust the city more than I would the feds.
I think that he really got the police down there and offered a credible presence consistent with quality.
Even the Rolling Stones were worried last night about a bigger bang. That's the name of their newest album, and it's why bomb-sniffing dogs were on stage last night during an unscheduled intermission.
You know, the subway is cheaper than a cab. Have you heard the announcements from the Rockettes and the cabs?
Oh, yes, of course.
Hi, we're the Rockettes.
Pretty damn annoying, if you ask me.
I think so.
Intermission is what the audience was told. They didn't hear about the bomb threat at the Stones concert until today, when they had to have known something was up when the first 20 rows were evacuated last night. The stadium there seats 61,000. The search delayed the show at the University of Virginia at Charlottesville for about a half hour.
I say the worst explosion in the world, Keith walks out.
Yeah.
Everybody else is gone. Keith survives.
You can see them evacuating the roads. Tracy, do you think you can walk?
And then what did I read today in the paper about the Stones? This is really what's wrong with America, with our whole political, the whole setup. Republican, Democrat, Independent, I don't care. There is no friggin' reason.
You sound like Al Capone there for a second. Republican, Democrat, bet the whole live long day.
No, really. Howard Dean is what? He's the Democratic
National Chairman.
Okay. Why is he having dinner at Cafe Milano with Mick Jagger?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Like, we're going to get insight into how to run our democracy from Mick freaking Jagger?
Howard, I think you really ought to do that. Enjoy the snails. Enjoy the snails.
Anyway, it's just like a normal thing. It's like, spotted at Cafe Milano. Yes. Howard Dean from the Democratic Party and Mick Jagger.
Howard, pleasure to meet you. Keith would have joined us, but he's in the hotel.
Yes. Apparently, a good man is hard to find. Recently, we've heard the U.S. military is having a tough time meeting its recruitment goals. The Marines even going so far as to post ads on Craigslist.com. Well, apparently Al-Qaeda has personnel needs as well, perhaps because of their high turnover rate.
Rob, no. Yesterday we played the Herb Alpert.
Right, to try to cheer things up.
Yeah,
This is actually kind of amusing on its own.
You know, he's not doing one of his downer things.
Right, no.
This is just you and your love of Herb Alpert and all things Tijuana brass.
Good.
And now here is Buzz with the news.
Well,
he's alive. 65.
And he saw a girl today. Her name's Mercedes. Mercedes.
Smooth ride.
Boy, she's got 4 on the floor. Buzz.
Well, apparently the U.S. military is not alone. Al-Qaeda has personnel needs as well, maybe because of the high turnover rate. The terrorist group has posted online ads for TV people. An Arab newspaper in London has on its website an ad for an opening in Al-Qaeda's video production and editing department.
This is Todd McDermott. People ask me, Todd, how do you get along so well at Al Jazeera? And I tell them, I play the sitar with my kids.
Todd McDermott.
You can doctor tapes, or you can work on videos like the one Al-Qaeda released last month that added a laugh track to attacks on American troops.
Oh, now that's...
That's quality editing.
That ain't funny.
That's what editors do. Their state, get the Israelis their security, and get peace in the Middle East. And by God, I'm going to do it.
Really?
End quote.
This is more people talking to God, like the people I was mentioning on the internet who love writing that, about karma with me and Frida. I mean, really,
people that think that they are so important that the maker is paying attention to them. So I don't buy that.
We have people on message boards, so it goes from all the way down to the bottom rung, message board people, to the President of the United States.
God doesn't care what rank you are.
I got news for you. He does not speak to us. He is way too freaking busy. And I saw your man Jon Stewart on TV the other day.
Yes, I want to see. He's on Letterman last night.
Your role model. And so great. Talking about Bush. That he said... Let me get this exactly the way he said it. Because I thought it took balls for Jon Stewart to be making hurricane jokes. And it wasn't necessarily a hurricane joke per se, but it was brilliant. He said, you know what Bush did after Hurricane Katrina? He had a day of prayer. Now, the hurricane was a God-made event.
Right. An act of God.
Beyond our control. So we've already... pissed God off for some reason. So what do? We have a day of prayer.
Right.
You know what God says the next day? Didn't you hear me the first time? I mean, really.
Here comes another one.
Like I say, it takes a smart guy to pull a joke like that off.
Yeah. Greatest thing ever was when Jon Stewart won those Emmy Awards. Nobody deserved them more than that guy.
Very classy. White House spokesman Scott McClellan.
Well, hold on. I think Craig Ferguson is quite good.
Yeah, that's classic.
For one of those people.
Stay classy, Craig Ferguson.
For one of those people from across the pond.
Well, you can make up your own mind, of course, but a new study says religious beliefs can damage a society, leaving it with higher murder rates, abortion, teen pregnancy, STDs, sexual promiscuity, early death, and suicide.
Here goes his propaganda.
The very things religion seeks to prevent.
Johnny Atheist.
Robert the Mailman.
It's been consistently argued that religion is necessary to lay the moral and ethical foundations of a healthy society. But this study in the American Academic Journal on Religion and Society says religion is not only unnecessary, but may actually contribute to social problems. The study compared the world's very religious countries with the world's more secular nations. Quoting the study, the U.S. is almost always the most dysfunctional of the developing communities. The gonorrhea rate in the U.S. is 300
This is Robert the Mailman.
300 times what it is in less devout democracies. Ironically, Great Britain, which our forefathers left to escape religious oppression, is now considered less religious than the United States and less troubled. Religions also faded in Scandinavia, France, and Japan, and their rates of murder, STDs, early death, and abortion have dropped dramatically.
This is Robert the Mailman.
Quoting the study, the fear that a godless citizenry must experience societal disaster is therefore refuted.
This is not the case with my church's biker gang.
Those are tough guys.
They are.
Tough hombres, thank
ladies.
God.
You may want to go to church this Sunday, though. At churches around the world this weekend, it's Porn Sunday.
Boy, I hope it's Porn Sunday. Wouldn't that be wonderful for the christening of my?
That'd be lovely.
Of my my granddaughter.
They probably give you credit for it.
In God's house, you know what it would be? It's because he's here.
That's right.
Yeah, no jokes about holy water.
October 9th has been designated as
ain't holy water.
I told you, no joke.
The 9th is a day to address how pornography affects people. It's the dream child of a 29-year-old preacher in California who's created a ministry called the XXX Church.
And here is the minister now.
You're not going to believe this.
Reverend Pop.
Reverend Pop porn.
Quoting him, churches turn a blind eye because it's such a tough issue to deal with. He says most ministers are afraid of issues that hit home and, quote, kind of skip over those. At least 75 churches in this country will not skip the porn this Sunday.
Wow. Well, you know what my priest said.
What's that?
F a D. Duck.
Oh. Thanks for the clarification.
Good night, everybody.
Kind of a rhyme. He said, God be with you. God be. F a D. Have a great weekend. Go Packers.
Whole parish breaks.
See you next Sunday. Bye-bye. Don't forget, no checks.
An airplane carrying herpes and flu viruses crashed yesterday.
Pardon me, Buzz?
An airplane carrying herpes and flu viruses.
Thank you. This is Robert the Mailman.
Crashed yesterday. The Cessna, under contract with FedEx, crashed on some railroad tracks.
Welcome to Robert Adams Airlines.
Yes, it landed at Robert Adams Field.
Plane went down in the heart of Winnipeg, Canada. Excuse me. The plane was on its way to Paul Schaefer's hometown of Thunder Bay, Ontario, to a research lab there.
Let me say out of my herpes virus. Yeah.
Dave, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Officials say the vials of virus were destroyed in the crash and the fire that followed. When we come back,
yes,
parents who call the police on their kids.
Hi, this is Robert the Mailman.
No, see, that doesn't work everywhere.
No.
That does not
Unless
work.
we had his parents on the show.
Right.
They're not here right now.
Come on, Paul.
Yes.
Like he has any idea who they are.
Yeah. Gomez.
Okay, I get it. Adams, the Adams family. Boy, Robert Mailman is pissed off.
Yeah,
now he's got that whole thing about his name going.
I think we're going to see him tomorrow.
And don't forget his father, at least partly the former president, John Quincy.
John Quincy.
Because there's all those stories. Like John Quincy Adams was just like Thomas Jefferson. Liked Baby Got Back. And I know we're late. Mike tells me that Tracy Neal, who in my mind is just the finest piece of ass TV anchor. Right. Mike tells me that I should watch when Channel 9 does the stand-up.
11 o'clock.
Because apparently she's
got some junk.
Yeah, she's
in the trunk.
Hey, all right.
I don't know. This?
Nope, not that one.
Oh, I know what you're looking for.
Yeah, Jerry put it away.
A place to sit a drink, perhaps?
No. I think...
Great Big Fart.
There it is.
Thank you. Be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
It's all been so incredibly fascinating and entertaining and instructive. Really, the time has just flown by.
The Don and Mike Show. They have an eye for the unexpected. Don and Mike.
And once again, on his 65th birthday, and I think we'll have pictures of the girl and the show, and I'm never going to get Buzz's black spongy underpants in that picture montage.
I'd like some wallet size.
I didn't understand why they were sequins.
Sequins, well, it's sequin design. It was a heart.
Anyway, happy birthday to you, Buzz.
Thank you all.
And pictures of Buzz's birthday celebration will be on Don and Mike website shortly. Now, once again, here is Buzz. Hi, Buzz.
Thanks, Don and Mike, and thanks for the birthday. It's been a great day. It's been great being with my friends. I appreciate that.
Happy birthday.
Now, finally.
Really, you got friends here? I kid.
Don't pause after that. It's awkward.
Exactly.
I know.
Finally, in Rhode Island this week, when a fist fight broke out, a woman called 911. Pawtucket police arrived to find that the fight was between two 6-year-old boys over a pacifier. It's a good thing they're fighting. If they're still into binkies at age 6, they're going to need fighting skills. One kid dropped his, the other picked it up and wouldn't give it back. Police broke up the fight but made no arrests since 6-year-olds can't be held criminally responsible. And what kind of age do we live in when a mom calls the cops over this?
Over what?
The kind where the mom says she wanted police documentation because she was afraid her son's school would accuse her of abusing him. Trouble with the kids? Dial 911. I'm Buzz Burbank on the Don and Mike Show.
Sorry, we're out.
No! Have a good weekend. Don't go catching anything.
That might have to stay.
Well, I just said because it's his birthday.
Yeah.
You know, tonight.
Don't go catching anything.
Anything can happen. That's it. We'll see. Thanks for that picture, Buzz. We'll see you Monday with a new episode, everybody. Have a great, safe weekend. Love you, Frida. Love you, Bart. Love you, Andy. See you on Monday. Good day to you, sir.
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 And you.
Have a good pizza, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Thanks, Chief.
Till we meet again, this is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.